Logland Big Dig. 4 minutes out from the hour. We are going to be starting on the hour, hanging out with our pals Isuma and Ren Diggity Dog, as well as any other hermits that choose to join us. Should be a fantastic fun time. I hope you'll stay tuned. You're listening to Joehills from Nashville, Tennessee. We are just setting up the stream now. We are switching the mode for the chat over. We're making sure our category is set to Minecraft in gaming under live. Here we go. Minecraft. Save. Alrighty. Queen Dark Lady on the Twitch chat. Hello, hello. Iconic Anemone and Evanetta. Welcome in the YouTube chat. Let's see, the Discord chat should be going live now, too. I see Dwoobaka. Howdy, Dwoobaka. Glad you could join us today. We are just doing pre-stream preparations. That's where you pair before the stream. So, let's prepare for that. See, if we're going to carry fireworks... Fireworks and diamonds, I know that I'm on. Okay, we actually should probably bring in a lighter to this event. I'm curious if we should bring shulker boxes, maybe. This is starting in 2 minutes, so we really do need to go get that those rockets for our flight. I am so excited that Isuma and Ren decided to host this big dig. Doc was disappointed when he found out that it was for a log-related project, because he's just like, what? No one's gonna want to buy logs from us if they're digging a big hole. I'm digging the big hole guy who does the logs. What, isn't it? And I was like, Doc, come on. They're our pals. I'm going. I'm gonna be there. You know, that's what's gonna happen. Okay. So, yeah. Real quickly, let's go ahead and load this up. Great. Okay. Get that into our... Cool. All right. That's working fine. Perfect. Okay. Welcome, Axolotl. Hey, also, Evanetta, thank you very much for that tip. Let me see what that comes out to in US Abacus beads. That comes out to 20 US Abacus beads. That's one full face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. Please direct your attention to slot 9 where I'm putting the hot in the hot bar. So I can say, howdy, y'all. Joehills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee. Looks like Asuma has already made the group.
All right.
Howdy, y'all. I'm excited. Whoa, Cub, your face is, like, amazing. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Colorful.
Oh.
There's been some accidents with dyes at the factory, so.
Well, clearly. What's the best portal to come through to see y'all?
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is there a... Oh, there's an Asuma portal. I'll just come through that one.
Hey, Joe, I'm in the Nether.
Uh-huh. I've heard of it.
Are you,
Whoops.
are you in the Nether? Yeah, I was trying to listen to you, and Ren and Hypno turned up, so it was like...
Gotcha.
I heard you say something about, like, the Nether.
Yeah, I was asking which portal to take, but I just found the one that takes me to your house anyway, so I'm just going to do that.
Oh, okay. You know where Loglands is from there, then?
Yeah, it's over, but, like, toward Impulses.
Yes.
Okay. I'm realizing we should save the good fireworks. Real quick, I need to check on if Etho gave us stuff.
I can hear Ren's stream.
Guys, I think to start off this, we got to shoot off some fireworks. I'm going to give you guys a couple fireworks each.
I like this idea a lot.
Fireworks hype!
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
perfect.
Okay, so
Give some to Ren.
just as a question for Asuma, do you guys need
Hello,
the materials
diggers.
that we dig up?
You can
Ow.
keep everything, but I would love it if you would donate some copper.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just need like the stone.
Oh yeah, that stuff definitely. Yeah, I mean all the other coal and whatever it is, iron you can take.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some of that coal and copper. Need some of that.
There's the copper. Like the nations would be greatly appreciated.
How's it going, Azula?
We'll
been a
split
hole.
it. We'll split it. Split the copper.
That's how it's going. I'm in a hole.
How did you even fall in there? Oh, okay. I
Professional
see.
Minecrafters here.
There we go. Professionals all around.
Ren, a moment ago I could hear all your stream sounds, but
Yeah,
they've gone now.
I've fixed it. Everything. I fixed it. I hate audio. I hate it all.
3 ender pearls.
Ooh.
3 ender pearls.
Oh, I've been given mint chocolate creeper. Wow, dang.
Anybody happen to have a blaze rat on them? I accidentally broke my ender chest, so I need to make an eye of ender.
Here, take that one.
Hey, where are you guys at?
Oh, okay, thanks.
What,
Just plonking into chests everywhere.
where are you guys at?
You know where the giant
Oh,
stump
hi,
is?
Jeff.
Oh, okay, cool.
You live next door to Loglands.
Be over.
Anyway, pick a spot, start digging.
Right.
Pick a spot.
Azuma,
there
have you
are, like-
explained what's happening to everybody?
No, not really, I guess. This
Okay.
is the spot that we're digging. The key detail probably is just to look around and notice that there's like a circle border to this whole area. And it's like that border downwards, straight down to deep slate is kind of the goal.
Woo.
There is
Let's
a
go.
few things to watch out for, but you can see like here I've prepped and just that there's a farm here, and so I put the cobblestone down and whatnot.
You're saying don't dig the farms. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
break the
in its
farms.
previous state, it could have easily been broken into, so I figured best to protect that.
All right.
And then-
all right.
That's good thinking.
Same over here, all of this has been dug out where the bamboo farm is, so
May I
Ooh.
suggest that we do a little bit of pre-preparation, i.e., a spot where we can dump all the stuff, because there's going to be a lot
well,
of
had a
stuff.
plan
was
for
just
that, Ren.
preparing for that
Mhm.
too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad we
I
have
got a
free
stack
plans
of
for that.
chests with me, and I was just
Okay.
going to put them down whenever someone needed them, and then later on I was going to get you to clean up the chaos that gets left
Me?
behind.
I just come and do the hoovering.
Yeah.
That sounds like
No,
a red
having an
diggity
instruction plan
slog.
is a good idea.
Yep.
Like, Ren, here, you take over this because my idea was clearly terrible. There's some chests.
Okay.
I
will.
liked it. I thought it was a great idea.
I will find a spot for us to. So we're digging out this entire circle, basically. So
Correct.
we can't put them down here. How attached are we to the log platforms right now?
Oh yeah, we
Above.
still want that for a while.
You still want that for a while? Okay, fine. Leave it
This
with
plan
me.
is being made on the fly. I love it.
I mean, it's HermitCraft, Cub. Even if we spent 4 hours pre-planning it, we'd change it on the fly anyway.
That is very true,
That's
Joe.
true. That's
Do we
true.
do we need night vision potions here?
Ooh, that's great thinking, Cub.
Yeah,
Yes.
I really want
As-
phantoms to attack us because we waited too long and didn't sleep. I love this.
As the torches drop, I just place them down again. Maybe that gets a bit annoying. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you got potions, I mean, go for it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use some night vision potions.
So we're just
I
going
think
for it,
that's a
right?
great
Just
idea.
everything in the center
Yeah.
here gets deleted.
Exactly. Just
Pretty much.
delete everything. Not the ground
Delete.
underneath me, though, X. Jeez.
I'll join in a second. I'm just finishing.
Yeah, I was
my
gonna say,
I,
wait, I want to spleef, friend. This sounds amazing. Hold on, where's this?
I already
Uma?
Yeah.
split Jevin.
Yeah, you did.
We're playing Spleef right
We'll
now.
make a little mini game out of it.
I'm
It's
just-
like, Cub,
I'm
I know
This
you
is
weren't
very
talking about your
this
minigame,
is
but we just
very
want to play
reminiscent
this.
of
Yep.
This is very reminiscent of season 8 when I dug out my base and had
What
everybody
is
help me.
this?
it is,
Lapis at 61? Historic
Dude,
lapis. You seeing
It
this?
spawns so high in this area.
Yeah.
Hypno, you just spleefed me and I just found another lapis.
Truly blessed.
Or did you? Nice.
Literally right here.
Oh,
We're
wait.
going to find some very tasty
That's great.
smooth stone diamonds.
Oh, I need one of
Oh, yeah,
those.
yeah.
I've actually
very
been
exciting.
pinching all of those. When you get down to that
What a
level, I've
guy,
already been
dude.
digging down there.
Oh, Azuma.
Don't take them all, X. What are you doing?
Zuma's already got him.
Well,
We need to
I
pay
wanted
these
to.
people somehow, X. Jeez.
I wanted to put it in a build for aesthetics, right? And then I realized I didn't have any, and then I spent like half a day just down there mining over and over again. It took ages to find some, but I got them. I got them.
That's amazing.
So where'd you place them in your build so I can go mine them?
They're on the front of the sales shop,
Oh, okay.
which you should totally visit, Hypno. Yeah, definitely
You said
head over
snail shop?
there. Snail shop.
What did you say?
Sales shop.
Sale shop.
Are you the one that's been selling all these snails to Scar? That boy has a problem with buying too many snails, clearly.
He
Blowing
does.
his whole
Just
budget
about
on
to
them.
say,
It's
with
been
all
an
these
issue.
snails popping up, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a snail shop.
Zuma,
There
I'm pleased
should
to
be,
announce
if there
that
isn't one.
the beacon shop has now entered the second statue.
Oh,
Thank-
lovely. I will have to go check the mail and send you an email and a fact to confirm that there's
Excellent.
a trophy in the post.
Excellent.
All the
Yeah, guys,
things.
you got to get your trophies going. It is so satisfying, like trying to get your shop to make the sales, and then when you get the sales, it just feels so good. It's awesome.
My shop has been in the shopping district for like 3 hours and I haven't had a sale yet. What the heck?
Which one? When did it
I sold 3
Step it up.
Elytra.
Step it up.
Sold 3 Elytra the first day. Just out here making diamonds.
Yo, that's pretty good.
Nice.
75 diamonds. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
What Y
Nice.
level are we going
There we go.
down to?
All of them.
Jevin, you already
Yes.
got like level 2
Yes, Joe.
trophy.
No, I think we're
No,
going to
deep
the deep
slate.
slate.
Deep
Oh,
Slate.
so
Zero.
deep flute.
Okay, everybody, I have made a storage chamber at the very top of the giant circle thing, near the entrance bit.
The problem with that
helpful.
is I've got to travel up here to put them in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Cubs,
Yeah.
I
Slowing
didn't
down
get
the
any of
mining ring.
celebratory fireworks. Next time I see you, if you
mean,
could toss
yeah.
me some. Oh, there you are.
I'm messing with you.
You need some fireworks, Joe?
Yeah, because like I've only got
Fellas,
one on me,
I got
and
you.
like I don't want to hit Hypno with it. Oh, whoops, I hit
Yeah.
Hypno
Hang
with
on,
it.
hang on. I'm gonna
So-
get
Did you just
Oh, if
aim that at
anyone-
me,
There
Joe?
you go,
I
Joe.
aimed it
What
near
the
you, but it was multi-shot. I didn't realize it was multi-shot, so I was off center,
enough,
but
everybody?
the one on the left hit you.
It's all good. It's all good.
If anyone
Awful.
wants some free tool repairs, there's actually a bunch of skeletons sitting up here waiting to be killed.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, I love killing
Up
skeletons.
where I'm
Ooh,
at.
creeper.
X, I have a question for you about
whoa,
Minecraft.
so
That
cool.
was
Cubs.
awesome.
I have a question about
nice.
Minecraft X or Cub. When
Question
you're
about Minecraft.
underwater, does the warden sound different? Because I'm not like last night on stream, we were exploring ancient cities, and I found a half submerged ancient city, like fully underwater, and the warden sounded 10 times
That did not
scarier.
work.
I don't know if like it was just like that area, but you know anything about that? Like, does
What,
it
the whole
matter?
thing was underwater?
About half of it was. It was like
Wow.
like half of it was blocked off, and I was just like swimming through it and grabbing the loot. But the wardens were
kinda wild.
terrifying sounding. Like it was
That
like
is-
10 times worse.
I don't
No.
have a proper answer for you, but I do know that Mojang have put a lot of care into sounds in this game,
Mhm.
like directional sounds, tons of like variations for different blocks and actions.
Yeah.
So it's entirely possible. I would recommend just firing up a creative world
Oh yeah.
and
That's
like
what I do.
recreating and like getting a recording of it and just comparing like side by side. And...
I would recommend going back to that same
As
ancient
well.
city and trying it out.
Yeah. No, like for real, probably one of the scariest sounds I've ever heard. It sounded like 4 wardens at once screaming at you. It was so
Wow.
terrifying.
You could give
Alright.
like
So-
haunted ancient city tours, undersea
cool.
ancient city tours, 10
Yeah.
diamonds,
Come out 12,000
Whoop,
blocks to
up.
my ancient city.
12,000 blocks under the sea. I don't know. There's something
yeah.
here.
Do you guys remember back to the what time period is this? I'm thinking maybe between 1.8 and 1.13 maybe. Whenever the updates came out, they made these like massive chunk errors in your single player worlds. Do you remember this? Maybe it
Oh,
was
yeah.
earlier versions of
No,
this.
I remember that. Yeah.
I definitely do. Yeah.
I remember the craziest chunk load error that happened in my single player world is that I loaded a new chunk with an ocean monument in a mountain.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Like not in, it wasn't submerged at all. It was just in the side of a mountain.
It was kind of cool when it happened like that, though.
Yeah, it was quite a
does.
common thing that happened, I think, that particular bug.
I'm pretty sure B-Dubs had the same thing happen in his building with B-Dub world. Like the old one.
True, I kind of remember that, yeah.
I vaguely remember him like going into a mount and having
Didn't
like,
Efo have that, a bounding box, and then he built a farm with it where it like on a desert or something?
maybe?
I don't know. I think
Not
Etho
sure.
built his monument in like a river.
Yeah, those
Oh,
were
yeah,
crazy
no,
times
maybe it was a
back then, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's Etho?
Some guy plays on this server you might have heard of.
The guy.
Etho
It
Mama?
sounds,
Does that
pretty
work?
Cool.
Hold on.
Like you'd update your world and you just, you know, you'd be excited for the new stuff, but you'd also know that something was probably broken.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it was like
isn't he
it was like
that,
mixed feelings.
Isn't he that guy that holds his mouth really weird or something like that?
Efo's
Yeah,
workspace,
Something like that.
I don't know how that became a big thing.
It does seem really strange, but
It's like all of this like
is what it
weird
is.
keybinds and all that kind of stuff. Like it got so blown up.
Clearly
It's
works
such a
for him.
simple thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Ren, I think that the chests you put over here are already full. Or maybe I'm in the wrong
That
place.
cannot be.
Okay, wait.
No. In this, it's like. Hold on, I'll put some torch all over it. It's
Maybe
wall
maybe
of
type
spruce.
the coordinates. Okay, wall of spruce. Okay, so not near the
Kind of.
stairs.
Oh,
like
Jeff,
an,
could you
an
say
entrance of
hello
spruce, I
and
suppose.
say some words and stuff for me?
Hello.
Just-
Hello.
Oh my god.
Where you at, Joe?
Like,
Oh, I see
Yeah,
you
like,
now. Okay, I'm
you,
coming your way.
Jevin, you sound the
Sweet.
loudest out of everyone here in my ears. Okay.
But I've not
And
changed
you are
my
the
sound settings.
quietest by a ridiculous amount when I record, and apparently on my stream right now. It is so strange how this happens on all the audio stuff we use. Like it's the same with recording in Discord or whatever we used in the past, right?
Yeah.
You hear it one way in your ears, and your recording is just can be wildly different.
Jeb, what mic do you use?
Sure SM7B.
Okay, so it's not like some weird obscure mic. It is the industry standard mic that we all use.
Sure.
Oh, dude,
I have.
that's
So
the
I
one
have.
Michael Jackson recorded Thriller on, isn't it?
I have literally no idea. So I have a
Maybe?
Sure. The
Maybe.
mixer
You
is
said
just
Shure
a
SMB, right?
7B.
SM7B,
Yeah.
that's what I use.
That's
as well.
the one, man. That's the one.
So I have the Shure. For my mixer, I use a Go XLR, and then I have a cloud lifter that gives me clean gain to the microphone.
A cloud.
In my
I'm
stream,
thinking there
Jeb
might be
sounds
some sort of like
sounds great.
setup commonality here.
I've heard some
So
really
the-
good things about those cloud lifters. I don't.
Cloud
use them
lifter
'cause mine
is
has
just
phantom power,
It's an amplifier, basically.
Yeah, it's like a small box, and it just has a female plug and then a male plug on one side, and you just plug it in on the way from the mic to the input of your mixer, and it just gives you extra gain. Because when I was doing research into microphones, the Shure was like obviously the best one, but a lot of people recommended that it was like kind of low sounding, so that's you should do the cloud lifter. So that's what I got.
Sweet.
Yeah,
See,
so it's not.
I don't
not been too
think it's
bad.
your gear and your setup. I think it's some weird internet thing. I don't know, sort of
Maybe.
connection thing that causes the audio to have different levels.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean,
Super weird.
like whatever you hear in your headphones should be like how it's recorded, right? Unless you got a weird headphone thing going on. I would
Well,
think.
yeah, I mean, like I've got separate headphone out. Like my headphones have like their own volume control on them that might not be synchronized exactly with what's going into the recording. You know what I mean?
The way my recording setup is, everything I hear in my headphones is exactly how it gets recorded. There's like no variance. Like my
Mine
voice
is
is exactly the
pretty
same
close
as
to
like
that
what's
too, yeah.
recorded. So
So you don't have this issue where like you.
Nope.
Nah. Okay. Interesting.
whatever it is.
I
nope.
used to have mine set up the
Nope.
way you do, Hypno, but I upgraded and got fancy. And then
Yeah, it's like we
Have
love
these
taking
problems
things
now.
that work and making them worse. There's no problem we hermits cannot exacerbate.
I haven't I set my audio settings a very long time ago and just haven't touched it since, and it just never changes, so it never breaks. So
I recorded a good batch of my first ever YouTube videos on one of those white Windows mics. Do you remember those things?
Oh yeah,
They were
the
just
white
like a
Windows
the
mic?
plastic desk
yeah, it was just like a
mics
little
when
mic on the
multimedia
end of a
computers came
plastic
out.
stick.
Yeah, we had
Oh
those.
wow, yeah.
Yeah, my dad had one
My
of those for our first computer.
first
Yeah.
ever
Stuff.
video was recorded on a Rock Band microphone.
Rock Band. Let's go.
Really?
I mean,
wow.
my first one was recorded on my iPhone headphones. I plugged them into my
Yeah.
little Mac Mini and said, "Let's go."
Eventually switching to a Turtle Beach headset.
I think I had a Logitech.
webcam.
Yeah, that's what I had. I think.
Yeah.
I had
Well.
some cheap headset. I don't know. It was like Plantronics or something. I can't remember.
You recorded through a webcam cup?
I think
Like
for
the audio?
the first video I did, I'm pretty
Wow.
sure it was through something like that. Then I got like one of those cheap headsets, like $20 headsets.
Yeah, it was a lot for me. It was a Logitech D270 webcam, a 720p webcam that I was using for audio only, no video.
It's so crazy though, you know, like when YouTube first started and we all started doing this, it wasn't like all of this equipment was easily available on Amazon like
Nope.
it is now, right? I don't even know if Amazon was really up and running then. Like if you wanted to find
well,
this
they sold
equipment, like
books.
yeah, they were selling books, right? But it's not like they were selling Shure microphones. Like if you wanted to find any information about what equipment to use to record for Minecraft or for YouTube videos, for example, there was like hardly any information at all.
Yep.
I mean, there was a ton when I started. I think I got started after.
I bought my first microphone. I don't know if this was an Amazon time or not, but it was a gift from my now ex-wife at the time from Groupon. I got a snowball as a present from her because it was like on sale.
Oh,
They're all
nice.
blue microphones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I started streaming back in 2008, which was like 3 years before I started on YouTube, I was just using my iPhone headphones, and given the quality of streams in general in 2008, it was fine. Nobody cared.
Dude, streaming back then or like even in 2011 was so tough.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
Like I had a crappy laptop, and you had to use the like Adobe encoder
Yep,
and then send it to
FMLE.
Justin TV. Yeah,
Yep.
that was, and like my laptop wasn't great at the time, so like bare minimum settings to even get it to work.
Some of those encoders were kind of shady too. Like they didn't really.
I just used the Adobe one because I already had
Yeah.
the Adobe account or whatever.
So-
Yeah, it was
there you
actually
go.
called the Flash encoder,
Flash
wasn't it?
Media
Yeah, it
Live
was Adobe.
encoder,
It was like
yeah.
Adobe a Flash Media Live encoder. Yeah,
Uh,
you had to
remember
run that,
using-
and
yeah, I
remember
don't think I
using
ever used that. I
Windows-
used XSplit.
I remember.
that was after. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember using Windows Movie Make to edit
Yep.
my first video.
I think my
dude,
first
I used
Terraria
that for
series.
so long. Windows Live.
Yeah, Windows Movie
That
Maker
was
was
really
awesome.
good.
It was
I
great.
used,
And then they eventually just like stopped supporting.
There is still a way to install it, and I would honestly, I'd recommend something like that for someone who's just starting out.
Mm-hmm. I
It's
started
so
off on
simple to
iMovie.
understand.
It's
There's,
like iMovie comes with every Mac, and it's all you need to get started. You know?
yeah. I used a program called Cyberlink Power Director for the first 400K subs,
Oh,
and that was
I
like
have-
$80. It was like $80, and it worked perfect.
I've
So,
heard really good things about
Nice.
DaVinci Resolve, which
Yeah.
is a free editing software. I've never used it myself, but I've heard
I'm pretty sure Etho uses that or something.
Yeah, I
like that.
think so.
it's free.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm still using Sony Vegas.
Yeah.
Like
I-
that-
I got off
Premiere
that a
Pro,
long
Sony
time
Vegas.
ago because
That's
I
what
got
I'm
tired of my rendering taking like an hour and a half or something.
Premiere
Like, it
Pro,
just-
baby.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that
it was
sounds
like-
like it ain't set up properly. Like,
No, I just
My-
did
my
not
renders take
use
about
the
half
video
the time of
card
the
for
video.
acceleration.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
it's-
you got to
yeah,
tell it
it's-
to do that.
Well, yeah. That's one
Azuma,
thing
you
though,
would
that I
s-
think like a lot of newer creators don't like get hung up on is they're like, oh, I gotta have the best gear, this microphone and this
Mm-mm.
software and a computer that's this
You
good.
really
and
don't,
stuff.
yeah.
Well,
Like,
let's
I can't
do-
get started
Uh,
until I sound perfect and stuff. It's like,
Let's
Yeah,
talk
nah.
struggle bus, right? Like when I think most of it started, I know for a fact I didn't have a good computer. I had a crappy laptop.
Mm-hmm.
To even get Minecraft to work, I had to use some off-brand recorder that wasn't Fraps. And then back then, it wasn't OptiFine, it was OptiMine, and I had to run that lowest settings, game booster, everything to get it to work, dude. Render distance was like 2. So
Yeah, I
think
never
I've
had a
even
problem
heard of
running
Optimine
Minecraft ever.
before.
Yeah.
I
I-
had
I
a
never had
terrible
that problem.
laptop, dude.
Oh man, I used to have to
So-
record at 360p 24 frames a second. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I can't do 30 frames a second, but you know what? They're not doing Lord of the Rings at 30 frames a second, so whatever. People
Yeah.
can back off.
There you go.
But like, it's funny.
You got to remember when we started, it was very different. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know, like it wasn't seen as like a career option or something people wanted to do. It was very hobbyist.
Oh, whoops.
Yep.
And like
Well-
a lot of the
Oh, well.
content we would have consumed would have had like the same sort of things you'd put up
Mhm.
with bad microphone and audio and stuff like that because it was just kind
But
of
that's
its own
not
little
true
thing.
for like everybody though. Like I got started in 2014. Like
Yeah, I guess it had got a bit
Yeah.
more established and competitive by
Like
then.
I remember when I was getting started, people were saying, like, Minecraft is so oversaturated. There's 50 billion Minecraft YouTubers already. Like you can never
They were saying that
you can never
when
make
I
a
started in
successful
2011.
channel. Right, like, and that's the thing. And like people are still saying it now too. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
true.
Yeah.
It's impossible. It's like, well, no, it's not.
Well, and when
If you're
they
just
do-
going in for like a straight let's play with like nothing else, you're just playing the game and nothing special about it, yeah, I could see it, but
I think.
I mean,
that-
I would
oh, go on.
go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna say, I think one of the big things that viewers don't understand is the transition we had to get to where we are. Like everything now is anything worth doing is worth overdoing. But when we started, it was anything worth doing is worth doing poorly. Just getting it out there, making it at all was such a huge first step for each of us. And people see how far we are 11 years later or 12 years later, not where we started. And it's kind of one of those things, like that's one of the reasons I like on the craft streams doing stuff that I'm not great at, to just show people like it's okay to go do stuff that you're not great at yet, because that's how you get there, you know?
Absolutely.
Have you guys unlisted or privated like your old videos?
no.
No.
Some of them, yes.
No,
Only
you
the
can
ones
still
where
watch
I was
my
naughty.
crappy first LP.
I used a curse a lot. So
Yeah,
that
I
was my
used-
reasoning.
I was reasonably naughty during my Terraria days.
Like multiple F-bombs every video. So had to cut
Damn,
those
Jeff.
videos.
Yeah, I don't think I ever dropped an F bomb. I think I've said a couple S words throughout the early days.
S
but...
words, Hypno.
Yeah,
oh my
S
God,
words.
who are
I
Swords?
you?
know.
In
I thought
Minecraft?
I
I'm so
knew you, brother.
embarrassed.
No,
So
those
embarrassed.
Can't believe it.
those
I'm
early
surrounded by a
videos
bunch of
were-
deviants.
were feisty, man. So
I said shoot at least twice. Oops, I just said it now.
Dang it.
I
Wow.
can't believe it, Hypno.
Gosh
Ban,
Delete the
darn
VOD.
it.
Delete the
get him
VOD,
off the
guys.
server. Azuma, ban hammer. I don't think I ever
Oh, thank you,
F-bombed
Raiders.
on YouTube, but I certainly may have spoken about things that I probably shouldn't have.
oh, absolutely. Yeah, I did the same. Absolutely the same. The people that I hung out with were very, very cursy people. So
Yeah, yeah.
So not much has changed. Got it.
no.
I used to say the word butthole a lot.
I remember that.
But it's only because I like Beavis and Butthead, you know? And my thinking was, like, they say it about 70 times an episode, and that was in the 90s, so, like,
And
surely
they-
it's okay now.
Yeah, and they were on MTV.
Wait, doesn't it work the other way around?
Yeah. They're on
Isn't it-
MTV
is
for
it-
crying out loud.
Yeah, that's why I talk
Isn't
like
it like
Daria all
stuff
the
that
time.
flied in the 90s
because
doesn't
anything in the
anymore?
90s is even
There's
better.
a
True.
lot of stuff from the
True,
90s
true,
that
true.
doesn't fly anymore.
Come, you're only doing 2 high. What are you doing?
I'm only doing
Yeah, do
200.
3 high.
Yeah, I
Should I be
like
doing
I like
three
being
high?
able to go under the ceiling and then dig straight up. Right, so I'll dig
Okay,
like a
that works.
2 high thing in front of me and then go like run around busting out the ceiling.
Yeah,
Listen
Kev
here,
likes
people,
doing the same thing you're doing, except he likes mining out the floor later. Then
Everybody's got their own technique, okay? Jeez.
So let's all mock each other and criticize each other viciously.
do you,
I
do you
think
even
Joe has
play
the right idea.
Minecraft?
Hermit's,
What the
Hermit's
heck?
critique mining techniques.
I don't. Oh, wait, maybe we're okay.
Give me
We're
your
gonna have to go
pickaxe.
for
You're
some,
doing it
uh,
wrong.
Some team item repair strategy at
Oh
some
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Oh, true.
There's the
true.
there's the skeleton.
I gotta
spawn
go
up.
in a minute soon. Yeah.
That skeleton spawn is not going to do the job,
Nope.
I'm afraid, X.
Anyone got
Yeah,
sponges?
It did me all right earlier.
Doesn't
but
Impulse have
not
like
for a
an
while.
experience farm like stalled just over his wall there? We wouldn't even have to go all the way to the end. We could just, have Isuma and Ren pay a few diamonds for
Oh.
his experience machine.
I did,
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
I
yeah.
did,
experience ATM.
I did bring a bed so we could set our spawn, because after you go to the end, then you travel all the way from
I actually
somewhere,
put a
so-
bed in the storage room
Good
for the
thinking.
same reason.
Oh,
Yep.
well,
So
there you go.
yeah, where Ren
nice.
put all the storage, just go set your
idea.
spawn next time you drop stuff off there.
Anyone got
Will do.
sponges? There's a water
That was
pocket
great.
over here that looks like it'll be annoying to fill in by hand.
I don't have sponges.
I don't think so.
I mean,
How big is this water pocket?
Who has the
It's
permit?
not
Start-
that big, but it's
start
just
filling it
fairly
in.
deep.
Oh
Just
my
There is,
goodness.
there
Unleash
is a
it.
permit for it, though, isn't there?
There's a permit. Yep.
Hypno will destroy that pocket.
Name and shame him. Who is it? Somebody.
I mean, I do have some sponges. I can go grab some. I'll be right back.
That'd be great.
Hypno, you got
'cause I'm-
everything, dude.
I'm
Like,
sure
where have
we'll
you
run
found
into
time
another
to get
one.
sponges?
I mean, I had to go to the sponge temple.
He's a professional, Ren.
Sponge temple,
Temple.
hypno
The
devastated
sponge
it.
temple.
Sponge
The
temple.
sponge temple.
Sponge temple.
What else?
Tango
is it?
has it.
Guess
People
it
saying
is.
Tango. Boo. He's been on vacation. He hasn't had time to go get
How
it. Boo.
dare he go on vacation?
Wow.
And with his
Amazing.
family.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
The
God.
Yeah, they were in
Imagine.
on it too, aren't they?
The
Rabble,
audacity.
rabble, rabble.
Imagine that.
What are
I
we doing?
propose-
What's this for?
Redstone.
Farms.
Redstone?
I heard that we're getting free logs for helping dig this
Sweet.
for life.
Yeah, I heard. The
I mean,
same
I'm just
thing.
gonna
For life.
steal it. I'll
life.
just steal it if I don't get logs for free. So
Ren's like, hang on. Pump the brakes.
But
a
if
little
you-
bit.
Wait, hold up.
I was not privy to this deal.
If you took us up on that, I think Doc would be mad, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Doc would not
Well,
be
you're
happy
not
about that.
selling them.
I was just gonna say it's not like
Yeah,
you're
no,
setting up a
we
shop.
are not selling them. This is just
Doc will be fine. He'll be all right.
project for me and Ren, you know?
Like, isn't the rule with the permits that the permit is for specifically setting up a shop in the shopping district?
Exactly. If you're not setting up a shop. So, for example, I have made 110 diamonds just on selling stone, and I don't have the stone permit.
Nice. That's
Joe-
highly
Joe-
illegal, though, Joe.
What
Joe
do you
has
think?
an empire
Selling
on
them
the server.
is the problem.
No, I'm selling them to the guy with the permit. I'm his sole.
Oh,
right. Right,
Wholesale.
All right. Well, that
You're-
is
you're the
probably
plug.
pretty
Wholesaling.
legit.
He's the
That's
plug.
just good business.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
yeah,
the
that's
permit
smart.
is specifically for the shopping district, like for setting up a shop in the shop.
All right, Wells,
I
don't be
think
an
you
arc.
could probably set up a shop, you know, like at your base or something, and not in the shopping district, and like you'd be fine.
There is
try it.
a
You
massive
could try it.
cave over here.
There's something
I
very
saw that.
satisfying about
Dripstone.
hearing the digging noises of like 5 people at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm off to
Yep.
the end.
Spleefing Wells.
It's very cozy.
Oh, I
had the
got him.
sponges on me the whole time.
What a nerd, dude.
I thought you were a professional.
Oh yeah, that's why they were on me the whole time. I just didn't know they were.
This dig could literally stock my diorite shop for the first stocking.
You know,
I
I was
mean, it
actually
might-
thinking
Oh,
of
yeah.
building one of my shops out of diorite. I've got the calcite permit, and I thought that'll really piss people off.
Yeah.
Call it,
I'm
call
not-
it the diorite shop as well.
I thought
Just
about
to be
making the
extra
diorite shop
confusing.
just a giant Iskull head, and the diorite comes out of its mouth.
I love that idea.
Like you
It-
push the button on the eye, right? The button's like on the eyeball, and then a stack of diorite poops out of his mouth. It's
That'd
perfect.
be amazing. Do it.
It's
That would
perfect.
be pretty funny.
Ren, are you going to be playing any RCQs? The season's coming for Pioneer, my man.
No.
Just magic talk.
This is the year of HermitCraft. It is grind until I fall over. 2024.
I gotta
That is
say
my
though,
plan.
you gotta get something where you get out of the house and play with other people occasionally. Like that's what going to these pinball tournaments has been amazing for me because I get to play games with people who don't know me, which is important I think for our sanity. You know, like always being somebody that people recognize is kind of maybe not healthy. You know?
True. No, I go play Commander on a Sunday. But
Oh, cool.
Competitive Magic, like competitive MTG, if you're going to play properly, you need to practice, you need to train, you need to, like put some time into it if you want to do well.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I've just recently had like a reasonably large epiphany this year about how much I really love doing this and doing what we do. Even though like I've always known this. For the over the last year or so, my channel started to not do so well, and there was a time toward the end of the last year where I was starting to consider whether I should think about doing something else. And it was just at the edge of me losing all of this that I realized how amazingly special this is and how much I love doing it. And these days I wake up, this is all I want to do. I just want to be on HermitCraft and make videos for YouTube. Like there's just nothing else that excites me as much as this does.
I mean,
I'm in a
that's great.
similar place,
said.
Ren. I also think it's the way we just naturally all came closer this season that may have fueled that.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me.
Yep.
Like if this were a season, I don't know, 5 or 8 or something, like
Thanks
I'd
for the
probably
XP,
be like,
Dylan.
No
probably be
problem.
a bit like, you know what I mean? Like I've done
Yep.
this before, but we're all just like becoming best buds and neighbors this season. It's awesome.
I mean, last season with Decked Out and the TCG, it just both of those games just mashed us back together in such a positive way that reinforced a bunch of stuff. I knew that we had fun when we hung out together. It was just hard to find an excuse. And now that we've all
Yeah.
committed to saying, no, we're going to go out of our way to hang out and do stuff, it's great. Like, I'm just happy about
Totally.
it.
Like for me, the
Yeah,
fact that
yeah.
we kind of made like a not like an official decision, but like kind of a group discussion and goal to not do, everyone makes the giant mega base, everyone does the most absurd, ridiculous, over the top projects that we possibly can. Like the fact that we all kind of talked about that and agreed like we're really tired of doing.
You're cutting
This-
out super bad.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you're a little low.
Am I better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I may have been. But yeah, like the fact that we decided to not do every single project is this ridiculous, over the top, massive mega project that dwarfs what we actually need, and like that pressure being gone is is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm. Yeah.
I've just done a couple of like big projects, but like because that wasn't the mentality from the beginning, like it's just felt more fun to do them. Like they just sort of come about at the right time.
Yep, that's for same for me. By the way,
Well,
we have a lot of water here.
Yeah, and like
I've
that's the
been
thing,
working
is
on
it's-
clearing some of it
Dude.
out.
And
Where's
like,
the
that's
water at?
Everywhere. It's like
If
under
you get
the
near
level.
some water, let me know where it is, and then just avoid it, and I'll go clear it out.
I got some sponges.
Oh, Hypno.
Yeah.
Coming through.
Hypno's a professional.
So if you find water, tell Hypno. If you find copper, tell me.
Wait, what? If you find copper, tell me.
Oh,
I do agree with you all, just on the fact
pain.
that
pain.
I
What happened?
enjoy building
Oh.
big, but knowing that if my colleagues are going to be building small, I have that option has been a lot better for my mental health, because like I said, I'm still probably going to build big. That's just my nature. I like to, express myself in that manner. But knowing if I wanted to go smaller is like such a healthy thing for my mind.
Well, like that, yeah,
So-
that's exactly it. It's not that we can't
Yeah.
do these big mega projects. Like I built an entire castle in a day.
Yeah,
You know, like,
I was gonna say, I like though that we get to determine our own level of involvement with the pace. Because my big
it's
project
the
is still
fact
a
that
big
the-
project, but I'm chilling, while I
it's
work on
the,
it.
It's the fact that the mega projects aren't the expectation. Like that's the wonderful part that I'm loving so much about this season, is that like nobody's gonna raise an eyebrow if you don't have this. You build a farm and it's not something that produces 20,000 items per hour or something. Like nobody
Mhm.
cares.
Yeah, my first
I mean,
house.
it's fine
the
if you
beauty
just
of
want to be a noob, though.
I was going to
Yeah.
say the same thing.
I mean, did you see my house at the beginning of the season? My first house was made of 5 trap doors, and when I close them, I go inside. It was just a 1x1 house that Jem and Mumbo helped me come up with. It was made out of copper trap doors, so it was expensive. But it's
Wait,
still.
I helped you?
No, I said Jem and
Oh.
Mumbo. Sorry.
I don't remember
Joe,
that.
to be honest though, with the copper trapdoors, that's worth like 2,000 diamonds. Like,
I mean, that's a
a lot.
very, very fancy house.
That's a fancy house.
You
yeah.
have to be rich to look this poor.
Yeah, exactly.
Are copper trapdoors for copper
No,
blocks?
I think there's 6 copper blocks. They're stupid
6 copper
expensive.
blocks.
There's
54
6
ingots for
copper
2.
blocks.
I
Yeah.
have flexing, dude.
It's the same. It's the
Ew.
same for trapdoors, like wooden ones, right? And in
Yep.
the past,
Hey, we got a
I
tip
think
rolling
I
in.
proposed, and
Thank
there's a
you,
Vanilla
Dan
Tweaks
Grice.
data pack that changes it
Expand
to like you
Joe.
get 12
Do-do-do-do.
from that. But like now you see it with a more expensive block. It's like now it feels a bit ridiculous, right?
Shouldn't it just be like iron trap doors where it's iron ingots or copper ingots or whatever?
That could actually work. Yeah. That would be a much better crafting recipe for it.
Well, the thing is, whoever has the copper permit is not going to want that changed anytime soon.
Well, obviously.
No.
Yeah, but...
Assumer's biased.
Well,
I knew
no. It means you can build more with the copper that I'm selling. So I'd be happy with that change. No.
I just realized how much of this we don't have to dig out because apparently there's a drip down cave.
Yeah, there's a giant cave. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
realize
work
that.
on building the border over there in a second.
Who brought the sheep down here? What the heck?
Dude, that sheep
What a
has been like,
bad
hanging out
idea.
in here for so long.
Destroy it.
Destroy it! It's coming right for us.
Get it over there, just staring at us menacingly.
Mobs. Bad. Have no torches.
I'm just happy to be able to play again. I don't care.
I'm glad to have you back, Jeff. It was so fun hanging out with you at the beginning of your thing on the stream day, too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is there any other water patches around that people are dealing with?
There's a small one over here, but I think it's outside of the... Let me see.
Yeah, I like got rid of
Yeah.
the top portion of it.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go dry out my sponges. I'll be back.
I mean, I think we're making some fairly decent progress, right? We've dug the whole thing down probably 10 blocks so far.
Yeah,
I did
the
this
entire disc.
did the same thing in season 8 for my base, and we had probably about the same amount of people, and we did all but like 7 layers in 2 hours. So I think we'll be able to get done with it. So.
I do believe this is a bigger circle, but yeah, we'll see.
Oh, maybe yeah. That one was 194. So
Gotcha.
Sounds like it's a circle measuring contest. I don't know.
I don't know.
People are
No,
saying
I
the sheep
just-
must die. The sheep
I
must
just
die.
that is
No, the sheep must live. The sheep must live.
that's that was
That
my
guy's
all-
been hanging
my
out in this
all-time-
area
Yeah.
so long.
Okay.
That was I love that base so much. It was by far my all-time favorite HermitCraft base. Loved it.
My season 5 base I always feel was like way better than I realized. Like when I go back and look at it, it's always like, oh,
Oh yeah, the volcano.
actually-
Yeah.
Until this
Yeah.
season. Dun, dun, dun.
I would love to go revisit my season 5 base with the modern materials, because that castle could look so much cooler with like blackstone or the tough bricks or something like that. I'm not gonna, go redo it from scratch, but it'd be neat.
I was gonna say you could do that, but you've kind of signed yourself up for some massive mega project.
Yeah, no, I'm booked for this season, and I'm actually booked for next season. I had an idea for how I wanted to do, or what I wanted to do this season. I was like, okay, no, I'm splitting that in half. I'm doing half of that for season 10, half of that for season 11 if I still think it's a good idea, but I'm not gonna overcommit, because like you said, we're trying to
Go,
not
man.
push ourselves too hard,
These are some serious spoilers. Like the people now know that we have season 11 plans.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
wow, leaks.
Season
Yes.
11
My
confirmed.
bad. My
Season
bad.
10 out of 10. It's actually 10,
10 out of 11. Oh no.
Oh snap.
My
But
whole life is a lie now. Wow.
Yeah, no, because I had this idea. I wanted to do some crazy map building stuff. Like, I was really inspired by all the cool stuff Beef made last season with the TCG. I was like, oh man, I want to do a bunch of map projects. And I was like, I can't do a bunch of map projects and a huge scale community area the same season. I will go insane. I'm going to save my map projects for next time.
My patron community, they do maps nonstop.
Hey, thank you, Peter.
People
for the
they
10.
did the
It
Mona
says, "Keep up the
Lisa,
good work,
they
Joe."
did Starry Night.
Love the
There's
videos
like
and streams.
the
Appreciate it.
maximum amount of cool maps that I have ever seen on there, and it's like the most impressive thing ever. They are really gung ho about it.
Yeah,
find maps to
Patreon
be, like-
servers seem like a great place to work on maps because you have a bunch of people who work on them while they watch our episodes, right? So they already have
Yeah.
time set aside to watch our episodes, and then they just blow through these huge, incredible map designs. I actually ended up hosting. I was normally I would host like 12 parade float build contests a year, like one for each different major holiday. Like, hey, it's Mardi Gras. Everybody builds a parade float for Mardi Gras. Hey, it's Christmas. Everybody builds a Christmas parade float. But I noticed that people started doing these incredibly complex maps to put on the sides of their parade floats. And I was like, well, we should maybe do a separate build contest just for maps because some people are putting a lot of work into those. And man, the results from that map art build contest were insane. I'm gonna have to do that like every 12 to 18 months because like I don't want to do it too often because I don't want to burn people out or feel like it's an expectation. But I want to give them a chance to showcase their work because it's like, wow, this is wild.
Yeah, the maps.
People
that they
on
made
our
are awesome.
People on our Patreon and subscriber servers are super talented, man.
Oh,
we got
yeah.
some really talented people in the community. Like I've had a
Some of
build
the-
contest on my server, and some of the builds I've seen are just incredible. Like
Oh yeah.
really.
I
impressive.
agree. I think that Patreon communities select for like really committed and inspired players.
That makes sense.
Like, although then again, like that's our biggest exposure to other communities is probably our own Patreon ones, right?
Yeah, that's the only one the only ones we're responsible for. And like, I'm so busy and tired all the time. If I'm not responsible for something, maybe I'll get to it. I don't know.
So in my like Discord we have Patreon channels, right? And I have like a HermitCraft behind the scenes thing where I post my builds before they go live.
Oh, that's cool.
Some of the feedback that they've given me has been
nice.
so invaluable. Like they're really just they know what they're talking about. And I'm like, I never would have thought of that.
Well, that's one of the reasons I
That
love
sounds really
building
cool.
on stream too, because I like the iterative feedback of like, well, have you tried this? Like, I don't know if you guys saw my graffiti that I did on Impulse's wall. I started with a really rough sketch of an idea like a week, 8 days ago, and then I've been revising it and improving it, and just hearing feedback from people about like, try this material, try that. What if you make it wider? What if you adjust the spacing? It like really helps me to push myself creatively in something I'm not like super good at otherwise, you know?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
One thing that really impresses me about them is like not only are they good builders, but they are like some of the most technically sound Minecrafters. Like I was having problems with a farm I was building for the server and just kind of posted the issue. And one of the guys that's like commonly posting in there is like, well, you just, do this, it'll fix it, and then do this to make it better. And I'm like, man, I like thought I was good at Minecraft, but maybe not. Like, it's crazy.
Well, the great thing about Minecraft, though, is that your interest in it can be fractal. You can dig down into one part and then keep finding more levels of detail and getting deeper and deeper into it. And to some degree, a lot of us are kind of generalists because we have to be in order to like make, our videos and do stuff on the server. But like some folks, like all they do is mess around with redstone. And like, of course they're going to be
That was
geniuses
me
at,
before I
you know?
joined HermitCraft. I was always in a test world tinkering around and coming up with stuff. And then I think HermitCraft has changed me into like a generalist over time.
I
Yeah,
used
sure,
to
yeah.
feel like I used to be pretty good at redstone, but I don't know. I think I've lost that ability. I can
You have
still
to
handle
practice
some.
it.
I've
You have to
I
keep,
can
like,
I
practicing it.
can I can handle my own, and can obviously watch tutorials and learn how to do things, but I think the most I can build without looking is like T flip flop, maybe some other like little components.
T
but
flip
that's
flops are
about-
so easy now, though.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
copper
Yeah.
bulb.
Yep,
Yeah.
your skills are outdated, Jev. Too bad.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Time to go back to
outdated.
school.
Outdated.
But
Just like I learned how to build
Whoa.
better, like
Oh,
on
no.
Twitter.
Oh, no, no.
I was like
Okay, there's
considering
a-
practicing redstone in that
Okay.
same manner to help myself.
It
There's
might
a
not be
really
that
deep
That's
bad.
the way
hole
you get
here.
better, man.
You
Practice.
guys, I just
Totally it.
saved myself with an ender pearl into the bottom of the beacon shaft. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I'm
nice,
gonna
Joe.
go get some glass to put on top of that. 1 second.
One thing I find
Oh my
about
gosh.
building though, like practicing building and learning new techniques is kind of addicting. I just before I did it because I felt like I needed to, but I like genuinely enjoy building now. And it's one of those things where I didn't like it before because I didn't have a way to express what was in my head. But now that like I know the tools and I know how to do it, it's like the sky's the limit. I could probably build anything I wanted, and it may take time, of course, but having that option is like really freeing. So
Dude, I love your house that you built this season.
thank you.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm approaching redstone a little bit differently this in general. For me,
Renstone.
well,
Renstone.
you know what I've come to realize is redstone is a little bit like magic, where all of the best decks, and a bit like chess or any of these things, all of the best strategies have been solved, right? In some way or another by someone who is much better than you.
Oh,
Yep, that's the
And
number one
trying
thing
to
I
do
hate about
Redstone in your own way is kind of silly because someone's done it better. So the way that I approach it is find the best version of whatever you're trying to make and then incorporate it into what you're trying to do, you know? So I use Redstone to enhance my work rather than trying to reinvent the wheel.
Oh yeah.
See, I do the opposite. I know that there's an optimal cactus farm out there, and I'm like, well, nobody would ever make the optimal one in the shape of a rainbow. So my cactus farm is going to be a rainbow. Like
Exactly.
Like I'm
that's
gonna make the redstone that nobody else would make because it's so far from optimal. It technically still works. It achieves the goal I have at the pace I need, but it's not, it's not gonna put out the
That's
maximum
usually the
number.
more
was
interesting
talking
way to do it,
to,
though.
I was talking to Green about this, about Redstone, and just saying, like, the whole, like, most optimal thing that you can make, like the Psycraft Il Mango stuff, it's fantastic, but it's created a bit of like a thing in the community where
Oh my God,
people
yes.
view everything you do as having to be the most efficient. And when you step away from most efficient, there are so many different parameters in which you can, like, execute a farm for, like, shape, visuals, different types of interaction with other things in the game. There's a plethora of different types of farms you can make for one thing, and I think that whole, like, most efficient kind of gives you, like, tunnel vision,
Yeah.
and it,
Yep.
it also
Gotta be the best.
discourages a lot of people from trying Redstone out.
Mhm.
I get excited when I see B-Dubs doing Redstone because he's approaching it from such a different angle, and he comes up with cool stuff. It's, like, cool to see how he
Yeah.
assembles different things.
The
Um,
audience is they really like you should build a farm for that too. I don't know if you guys get that in your streams a lot, but if I have something planned for the stream that's a farmable item and I just want to go adventure and get it, why don't you make
Yeah.
a farm for that? I get that all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
I
like
think they're kind of trained at this point. It's like we need to make farms for everything, which is a really bad mentality.
And there can only be one farm. If somebody's built it already, you have to use theirs.
well, and what's weird
Oh,
too
chat's,
is
chat's
they don't agree.
kleptomaniacs. They're so klepto, dude. They will steal everything if they had the chance. Like,
And they don't agree about even what a farm is. They're like, you need a sheep farm to get all this wool. And I'm like, that's literally what I just built. This is a farm for sheep. And they're like, no, it has to have redstone and auto shearers. I'm like, why? I just built a sheep farm. You literally just watched me build a pen that sheep are in where I am now farming them. Farmers have been doing this for centuries, if not millennia. It worked for them. It's working
Was
for
somebody-
me. Calm
Don't
down.
mess with
Thinking
history.
about this? Oh man.
yeah, no, it's crazy because they'll be like, so and so has a farm. I'm like, well, that's cool. That's their farm though, and I can't really approach it unless I have their permission or, whatever.
One of us one day has got to make the episode where we're like, hey, today we're going to go build someone else's farm.
Yeah,
All right, we're back. Now we need this other thing. Let's build someone else's farm.
yeah. So,
Just
Yep.
make the most boring episode of doing other people's stuff.
and so what I've started doing is like, they'll be like, make a farm, and I'm like, what's a farm? And then just troll them as much as humanly possible.
Jeb the troll.
What is a farm?
Like,
I love that.
Redstone. I've never heard of that before, and so
You could,
and they're-
you could
Oh, I've
be
got
like,
I get some red
I
nether
grew
brick
up
and
on a
start.
farm.
Oh yeah, I'm building a redstone farm with these sheep here with this red nether brick.
yeah.
You could be like, I grew up on a farm, and then just start building a barn. You know,
I thought you were gonna say go into a life story about it.
Oh, see, I actually did
or
build a
that,
farm
yeah,
in
just
season
drown them
4.
with a life story.
Yeah, I built the farm from Field of Dreams in season 4. It was one of
That's
my
amazing.
favorite builds ever.
Oh, dude, I know that movie. That's where the baseball players.
Yeah,
The
back to
invisible
ghosts.
baseball players. Yeah.
If you build it, they will come.
Mhm.
Like one of the greatest sports movies ever made.
Indeed.
How are you guys just leaving blocks on the ground?
I'm gonna counter that argument, Wells, with Remember the Titans because I personally think that's number one. But Field of Dreams.
I'm gonna counter that argument with I said one of the greatest sports.
Fair
movies
enough.
ever
Fair
made,
enough.
not
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
greatest
mean,
movie ever
Who's
made.
in the Titans one?
Denzel Washington. I don't know who the other people are. I know there's Turk from Scrubs, but
Yeah. What other movies
don't
would
know
you
the
guys consider
names.
the greatest sports movies ever made? I think Rocky needs to go on
Jerry-
that list.
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire. Coach
sure.
Carter with I can't think of his
I
name.
saw that one recently.
Coach Carter's
Samuel L.
good.
Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. Yep.
You probably have to throw in like the Water Boy.
Yeah.
The water boy.
Maybe
That's
Happy
serious.
Gilmore.
Happy
I was gonna say, is
Gilmore.
Dodgeball gonna end up on this list too?
the
I
Adam
wouldn't put
Sandler
Dodgeball
movies.
up there. Dodgeball's good, but it's not
Cars
like,
is a good one. Yeah.
it's not like GOAT status good.
Oh, is Speed Racer a sports movie? Speed Racer is one of my favorite films ever made. It's actually a lot like the whole movie is
Yep, no.
shot kind
Come
of
on,
like
guys.
my live streams, which anybody who's watched my
Gross.
live streams knows that's insane and you should never shoot a movie that way, where there's just faces moving across the screen yelling. It's the best.
I'm currently being a vacuum. Everybody's just leaving blocks on the ground. What the heck?
I'm doing a little
Has
bit of that
anyone
too.
seen the new Dune yet?
I have, and it was wonderful. I've actually seen it twice.
Oh, it was so good. So last weekend on the Saturday of the stream weekend, my internet went out completely for like, I got a message from the service provider saying this won't be back until midnight.
Oh,
And this
that
happened at
sucks.
lunch.
Oh.
And I was like, what am I going to do with my life? Like, without the internet, I am nothing. Like, I cannot exist without the internet.
Yeah.
So I
I love
decided,
the idea of
okay,
someone on the support desk reading that.
yeah.
Oh, Ren, what have you unearthed here?
I decided
God.
for the first time in like probably 5 years to go to the cinema and just watch Dune like on the main screen with the sound and the Coke and the popcorn and the Smarties and do the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just went to the cinema on my own,
So good.
booked the perfect seat. Man, Dune,
So
Dune, it was incredible. It was the sound was unbelievable. It blew my mind. But I do want to rant though because I had to move seats.
Oh,
It
no.
was quite an empty cinema. Which is great, but I was sat behind like a group of teens, and look, I'm not
Boomer.
saying anything bad about teens. I was a teen once too. I used to go to the cinema with my mates and my girlfriends, and we used to cause chaos and havoc in the cinema. It's what you do on a Saturday when you're 14, you know. But that was not what bothered me about the teens. What bothered me about the teens was that I was fascinated to watch them, but unfortunately, it meant that I wasn't watching the movie. So this is why I had to move.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Basically, what they were unable to not check their phones, and I'm not kidding, every 10 seconds for 3 hours.
Oh my god.
And every time, you know, they kept their notifications on. So every time they got a ding, like the phone screen went on and it distracted me from the screen, you know?
Oh,
But it was
that's
just
too bad.
fascinating to watch. It was every 10 seconds they checked their phones. It was really mind-blowing to me.
Hearing this, sorry. go
It was
ahead.
crazy, man. It was like, wow, like, what has happened? Like, where are the concentration levels? Where have they gone? Like, you can't even sit in a cinema and watch a movie anymore? Like, what
It's
is
a TikTok
what's happening?
generation.
Because kids these days that have nothing outside of their phones and screens, they have no respect for their elders. They've probably never even read an actual book with pages. They read it on a tablet or an e-reader. They're addicted to these screens.
True.
Back in my day, we used to
love
have to read with actual pages. We had to exert physical effort to turn them. And if it was too dark, you couldn't read. You would have to get a flashlight or even a
candle.
Oh my god.
And when you ran out of books, you had to go to your next door neighbor who happened to be employed as a scribe, and he would get into the best ink, dip it into his ink quill pot thing, and write it out on the finest papyrus.
This is gold.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Yeah,
Came
Riley
in right
agrees.
when he said,
That
"Back in my day."
sounded so much like it reminded me of The Simpsons. Is there like a character in The Simpsons?
Grandpa Simpson talks like
Grandpa.
Yeah, is it like Grandpa Simpson
Yeah.
you're going for?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I don't
so
know.
good.
That's just my
so good.
generic old man voice from when I
No,
was
it's
It's,
DMing.
amazing. It's amazing.
Look, to be fair, my parents have the same problem though. I don't think it's an age thing. Like, my parents are also very attached to their phones
Yeah.
and constantly distracted.
I freely admit that I spend way too much time in front of this.
If I'm not at my computer and like I'm watching TV or something like that, my phone is
100% on. all the
almost in my
time.
hand like every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll-
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like
So-
the exact. I almost never use my phone. Like maybe twice a day. Beyond that, I just never use it though.
Base
Nice
cub over here.
Straight
Nice
up, I just don't. I just hate it. Like
When you
Yeah,
want
I
to
hate it
enjoy
too.
something,
I'm
Go
kind of
go put it in another room. Like,
Well, it's
if
not
you're
just
watching
that,
a
but-
movie, put it in another room.
Yeah, it'll be like I'm watching a movie.
Yep.
It's like, oh, who's this actor? I gotta look him
Yep,
up on Internet
yep.
Movie Database or something like that. So like I pick it up for
Yeah.
that. Or you
I know what
whatever.
you mean.
Yeah.
Or
Do you
do
remember
well
though when you
snore.
couldn't do that? Like,
Yeah,
there's value in not
2006.
knowing as well.
That's true. That's true.
Suma, do you have food anywhere here? I'm out of food.
Ren, I got a question
I've
about
got
your
some golden
cinema
carrots
thing.
if you find me.
So
Yeah, I'll
I
find
kind
you.
of have the same issue sometimes when I go to the movies, but I'm kind of curious, right? Because like our movie theater, like it's fancy now. So there's like these like luxury seats, and the walls between the rows are so far apart that I don't even see their phones. But occasionally I see the glare, but like
EX.
so.
You go.
I mean,
But-
look, it should be a law, punishable by prison. If you go into a cinema,
Yeah, because we don't have enough
Straight to jail.
incarceration problems in our society. Let's throw
Yeah.
some more people in there until it's really a
phone is off.
big deal.
Phone is off. You
So-
are about to experience an artistic endeavor, and you must concentrate by law, and you must enjoy this thing that thousands of
If you
people
do not
have
enjoy the
worked together
film,
to create.
Draconia.
You're committing what would-
Straight to
Yeah.
jail.
That's not a thought
What they
crime.
should
What is
do is
that? That's
just line
a
the-
joy crime.
If you
Just
don't enjoy the
line
film,
walls
get
of
out the cinema.
Yeah.
Just
Just
leave.
line the walls of the theater with like lead or something, so that it blocks all cell phone signals. So that every theater is just basically a giant cell phone dead zone.
Well, see,
Faraday
this is
cage,
why I like the
That's a great
drive-in.
idea.
The drive-in movie theater. If people are in their cars on their phones, I can't see it. And, like if they're talking amongst themselves, I can't hear it. If a baby's crying,
Sure.
I can't. It's fine. Like I love going to the drive-in. That's my favorite thing in terms
Dude,
of
we
movies.
don't have
but
that over here.
It's 80
and,
minutes
like-
away, so I have to really want to go to the movies. And also, since my car got totaled, I have to get somebody else who really wants to go to the movies too to take me.
See, the
we
thing
don't
is,
have
though,
want to go
we
to a
don't have
movie
that over
together
here.
sometime?
Yeah.
When I was a kid and I was in America, like on a holiday, we drove past one and it absolutely blew my mind. I was like, that is a massive movie screen and everyone is watching from their cars.
Yep.
And you know what the best
So
part
It felt
is?
in my head.
Dayton is a lot of things, but they are good for that, right? We have 3 active ones still to this day. I play the newest movies. I could probably go see Dune tonight if I wanted to on them, and they are just absolutely wonderful.
And any
are you
movie
waiting
with
for? Go
any
for it.
movie
I've
with
seen Dune
space-
more times than I need to.
Oh, okay.
Any movie with space in it, there's just something amazing about seeing the starfield on the screen and then the stars and the planets and stuff behind the screen. It's just the
Yeah,
whole
that's pretty cool.
sky is just. I love it. I love the drive-in so much.
See, I
Hypno, is
think
that a
the-
recycled outfit? Oh my.
The trouble is that
I haven't
we
changed my outfit in a couple days. I know it's gross.
The trouble is that
Oh.
it's so easy to watch movies now, and we watch them on phones and tablets and TVs so often that we forget that there's so much more to a movie than just the visuals, right? Like the soundscape of a movie is a massive part of the art, the artistic nature of what a film is. And to experience the soundscape, the way that the sound engineers of this film intended it to be experienced, you need the cinema. You need the surround sound, the massive subwoofers, the huge bass that penetrates your very soul when the T-Rex walks in or whatever. Like it's not just about what you see. It's about what you feel and hear all at the same time. Like a cinematic experience it's like riding a roller coaster or something, but because consuming films is now basically just watch it on your phone, I think that the art of cinema is underappreciated in this day and age.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy about it. And it should be punishable by prison.
Straight to jail.
Same.
I actually go
Same.
to the movies quite a lot. It's sort of my happy place. If I need to think or just think of creative ideas, I go to the
Me
movies.
too, Jeff.
It's ridiculous how much I actually go. Like
I used to
probably
go
once,
a lot.
probably at least once a week. I went.
Jeff, are you the
literally
same as me?
yesterday.
Go alone? Like, I don't want
Oh, hell
anybody to
yeah.
go with me. Like,
Hell
I don't
yeah,
care if
no.
you're my best friend, my girlfriend, my brother.
Yeah.
I'm going alone. Don't come with me.
The only
Yeah, who
other
prefers
time that I'm
watching
not
movies alone?
alone is when I'm with my nephew. If he wants to see a movie, I'll take him. But like 95% of the time I go is by myself.
Yep, I want
Oh.
my quiet time.
Yep.
I think
I
the
went-
last time I went to a movie
Yeah.
was Star Wars Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Man, I thought it's been a while
Wow.
since I last went. The last time I saw one was Endgame.
I saw
Wow.
Immaculate yesterday. which has
The
Sydney
last
Sweeney in
one-
it. It's like about like rebirthing Christ or something.
The
Scary
last
movie.
one
It
I
was really
saw-
good though.
What was that? What was that Christmas movie that wasn't a Christmas movie?
Did it have the
um,
dude from Stranger Things in it?
No. Like a recent release. Like it.
Die Hard.
It came out before Christmas in the States.
No,
and it
that's
came
what
out
I'm
a little
saying.
later, like January
dude,
here.
the dude from Stranger Things was in a Christmas movie. I just don't. Maybe Kringle or something like that, or something
Paul
like that.
Giamatti?
Oh,
No,
the
no, 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 no,
holdovers.
no, no.
It's
Got a
called the
lot of water.
holdovers.
Holdovers. That's
Yeah.
the one. That's the last
Didn't see
movie I
that
saw.
one,
I
no.
really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
It's a
but
real
no.
nice.
I
movie.
love going to the movies. I love the experience, and like I like it so much that I have like the membership. So
Nice, dude.
yeah, I don't play with that.
Yeah, we have Cineworld here in the UK, and like if you go to the movies more than twice a month, like it's cheaper to get a membership. Kind of crazy.
Much cheaper.
Yeah.
You
Much
know,
cheaper.
back in my
Like
day,
it
we
shows you
called
they
them
make all their
motion
money on
pictures.
the popcorn and stuff. don't
We
they?
called them talkies.
Yeah, the
Oh.
talkies. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say the most recent film I saw in theaters was "It's a Wonderful Life." They play that every Christmas at our nearby nonprofit
Awesome.
independent theater, and so my family and I will all go, and like that's really fun, you know, because you can get some like spiked hot chocolate and just chill and watch the movie. and-
Spiked.
yeah, because they got a full bar.
Yeah, the
Well,
movie
like-
theaters,
oh,
the movie
like
theaters in
alcohol.
America.
Yeah, well, it's a
have,
Christmas. It's a
alcohol.
like look for
so-
Christmas. People like to have like, oh, we're having a big family get together. Yeah, well, let's go to the movies.
Oh,
People, you know.
You like alcohol isn't served in cinemas over here.
Oh, well,
Yeah, we
It's not
ours,
common here.
ours, the ones in Ohio at least have them. So,
Is it common or is it just specific ones?
all Cinemark theaters, which
Oh.
is like the big thing here. Yeah, I don't remember. Regal Cinemas may have it.
My
but-
fiance is saying that spiked means something else in the UK. So no,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no.
it does.
Yeah.
There's not drugs in them. It's it'd be like you could get like, you know, rum and coffee or whiskey and coffee or, you know, peppermint.
I was also
schnapps.
I
like,
thought you were
not
getting
it.
on it, Joe. you
No,
know?
sorry, I
Spike.
What you up to
misunderstood.
over there,
Man.
boss?
Sorry about that. Are you
No,
guys
no.
about both of my netherite picks are about broken if you guys want to make an end trip together.
Go for it.
Okay. Or I can go
Ooh.
alone, whatever, it's fine. I see there's a
Scars.
portal up
Scared of the
Is-
Enderman, Joe.
What if they
That-
I'm here
what
now.
if they
so.
look at me?
Interesting. I just saw Scar, Skiz, and Joel's eggs. Ooh.
Eggs.
For
What?
the Easter egg hunt.
Ooh, is that
I'm
something
doing-
that
Oh,
I
is
guess
that
we can
something?
tell people about?
They know that I'm doing one again, but they don't know
Ah.
the specifics of it. So
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That's exciting.
I gotta make sure
I-
that I can get their permissions. These are okay, but really great. He's so good at this.
Dude, the Easter egg hunt last year was awesome.
Yeah,
I feel like that could just be a tradition from now on.
absolutely, I agree.
Was that
So much
only a
fun.
year ago?
Yeah, it's only
2
1
years,
year ago.
2
No, it was two. It was
Yeah.
two
Well,
Easters
yeah, it would have
ago.
been. It would have been 2 years.
It was
Yeah,
last season,
okay.
but yeah, we had 2 Easters that season.
We had a longest season.
I really loved last season. I mean, I understand why it was time to turn it over, but like, man, I was having a great time from the beginning to the end.
Anybody
Yeah,
got to
it
go
was
repair their
awesome.
picks? I'm gonna go repair my pick.
I'm on
Yeah,
my way
mine
there
needs to be
now.
repaired.
Dumping off myself. I think I'm probably gonna dip out after.
You dipped
So
it
we're
out,
getting
Wells.
paid by the block,
Yeah,
right,
I
Azuma?
think so.
Thanks
I
for
still
joining
got-
us, man.
I still got a
Paid
video
by
I
the
gotta
I
make.
block.
love the voice.
I've already donated
That
an
was a
hour
pleasure.
An entire hour of my time to you for no compensation other than the value of friendship, which is worth more than money ever will.
Or you can tip via paypal.me/Joehills and YouTube
true.
Super Chat. That's worth more than
I just realized your
not
is your
having money at
portal
least.
floating now.
Yep.
Oh,
It's a
Yeah.
float.
A bit of a floater.
It's a mess out here. I'm gonna repair my pick with coal.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Get the XP. Creeper.
Hey, Jeff.
And it's dead.
What's up?
And it's dead.
I'm just
They're
gonna share your
weird
XP.
creepers,
Just keep
man.
swinging.
Just
Yeah, that's fine.
like what is their internal instinct, you know? They see
They're
something they
obviously
don't
very
like, they
unhappy,
want to
right.
explode. Do they understand that's the end of it, you know?
But maybe that's
Maybe it
their
isn't
life
for them.
cycle. Maybe that's how they reproduce. Like they might be reincarnated and get a new, like the same soul has a new body every time.
Yeah, maybe that's how they like reach a new plane of existence.
Creeper
like-
lore.
Like the creeper that gets you, that's been a creeper for a long time. That's like its 10th body or something. You know, it knows how to sneak up on you now. But the
Hey,
creeper you
Jevin.
see,
What's up?
you see in front of you, that's a
Would
baby
you be-
creeper.
Would you be horribly upset if one day I came here and made the Enderman farm, like prettier?
No, you ain't allowed to touch my farm.
Evan Netta, thank you for the 20. He says, and buddies.
Well,
So
no,
that's gonna get us
he-
one
he's
face
gonna
damage
eat it.
expansion
I'll kill
milestone.
both
Here we
of you
go.
multiple times.
Why did we all decide to come here at the same time?
Because
so
that's
that
how
there would
long it
be a
takes for
line?
2 netherite picks to break.
Yep.
It's an automatic XP farm. You just stand next to Joe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm amazing. I get it.
You guys could use my wither farm and stock up my wither skeleton skulls.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Ren. Are beacons 2 diamond blocks or 1 diamond block?
2 diamond blocks. Are you the one that only paid 1 diamond block?
Oh,
Yeah.
we found him.
Oh.
Were they
This guy-
once 1 diamond block, or am I
They were
just...
1 diamond block last season, but
Oh, last
amount of-
season. Okay.
yeah, the amount of diamonds that can now be found in this game has basically tripled. So they're actually cheap. They should be 3 diamond blocks.
I will pay you the debt that I owe. I could have swore when I first went there they were 1 diamond block, and so I just paid from memory. And then my comments.
Jevin, your
told me.
elytras are too cheap as well.
horrible
Those should be
filth.
like 4 diamonds.
Filthy,
The what?
thief.
So chat told me, or like comments on the video said it should be 3 diamond blocks.
Matt,
Right now I
thank
have it
you
at 25. It should be
for the
25.
I would have
Fine.
put it at 4 diamond
That
blocks,
puts us,
honestly.
For what,
right
Elytra?
away from the next
Yeah.
Ice Gamer expansion milestone.
What do you think?
I think they should be
4?
5 diamond blocks.
Tips are welcome via
Well,
PayPal.
Well,
let's
he
keep
was
going.
Mondays,
5 or
like,
6. What do you guys think? Like,
Yeah.
should we do 7? No. I can
Do
definitely.
I hear
have you
8
s-
diamond blocks?
Yeah.
The amount of diamonds available on the server right now is outrageous.
Yeah.
So we should put the
Especially
prices
if you
up.
see
I will.
Scar's,
I'll start at
digging
4,
that he did.
So
Yeah, Scar's got
Like,
so many
He's gonna
diamonds.
break the economy with all those diamonds. Damn.
Okay, you guys go. I've got all
Yeah.
my stuff fixed.
You want to go, Wells? Okay, you got it. You got it.
But Wells, the reason why I don't want you to do that is because I've actually got a plan for that. So, like in all seriousness, so.
Fair enough.
But if you want to, I think you said you were doing the other thing in chat there. I'm not going to say it just to avoid
well,
spoilers.
it looks like
but
somebody already started doing that.
I
so
think that might be temporary though, Cub. I don't know.
the Ender portal room.
Yeah.
What's that?
The End
Was
portal room.
was that
Did
meant to
you
be
have
like a
plans for that?
permanent thing or?
No. I just wanted to improve it so it's not garbage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
I
plans
like
to
the little
make
mini
that.
ship in the nether. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yeah. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that was so cute. Yeah,
It's
you,
adorbs.
yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah. I thought it was
It's
pretty
funny. I love it.
Well, the thing is, everything's 1/8 size in the Nether, so it also like makes sense from a lore standpoint. Like that's just the same
That's-
ship.
Yeah. True. Yep.
Dude, we're getting some serious copper from this dig.
Not
Gonna
me.
be
Where's
busy
all
for a
the
while.
copper?
I'm
Where is it?
taking all the
I'm
coal.
smelting
yeah.
it.
That's my fee.
Yeah. The coal is what's valuable. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Zuma's hoovering up the copper.
Wait, why is coal
Which is
valuable?
excellent.
Because it's my permit.
Oh. that
So
makes
when
sense.
I'm done digging, I'm gonna go raid those chests for all the coal, and then I'm
I just
leaving.
need it to smelt. Yeah.
Well, you can buy it from me. It'll be fine.
I ran out. Yeah. I'll buy it.
You're not doing lava. Using coal, huh?
I could use lava too. Is there a lava shop up? It's up now, right?
Oh, you.
Who has
if
the
you-
lava?
do I have
permit?
somebody that's gonna
Ooh.
buy lava?
I'd
There's
buy
a
it.
lava
Well,
shop?
yeah, of course you
Okay.
would.
There will be one soon. This weekend. It's coming.
Sweet.
Hypno, you
taking
should
orders.
give a discount if you return the buckets.
Give a discount if you return the buckets.
Recycling.
I'll think about it.
That's
yeah,
a
I
good
mean,
idea.
it's funny from a lore standpoint. Like, just like, oh, we're operating a recycling center on the, take a bucket.
Should I
leave
do like a
bucket.
bring your own bucket discount thing too?
Oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like
that
have
could
a
work.
lava pool around.
You could do a little
I like
redstone where like a
Yeah,
you could-
dispenser
you could set up a
drops the
farm.
lava for the player to pick it up and
I like it.
detects when they've picked it up, and then you can,
You can
like,
If you do the
drop another
dripstone, if you do the
so you can
dripstone
use
lava,
the dripstone and
bring your own
fill
bucket.
buckets.
yeah, that's actually really
All right.
smart.
So on a serious note, what do we think lava buckets should go for?
a diamond block.
A diamond block.
Iskall
really?
would
For a
say 5
bucket?
diamond blocks. Iskall wants all the prices to go up.
Per bucket though, that's silly.
No, I think
mean,
like
I think
That's insane. You can
a
literally go
shulker
to the
box.
I think
Nether
like
and get
3
infinite
or
diamonds.
4 buckets for a
I'm trying to
diamond
drive
block.
up the economy so my shops will have more diamonds come into them.
I was almost thinking like a bucket of lava, or I'm sorry, a shulker box of lava buckets for like a
Yes.
diamond block.
That's probably
Yeah, that's
fair.
good.
Yeah,
If they
that sounds
return
good.
it-
Yeah, that's
if
probably
they
the way to
return
do
it. Yeah.
that sounds
That's probably
good.
the way to do it.
If you use a bucket in a furnace and it is completely consumed, does the bucket get consumed or
No,
No,
the bucket
Yeah,
goes
you
it
get
out
the
the
gets
bucket.
bottom.
returned to you.
gets kicked
Right.
out. Yeah.
oh, it gets
Although
kicked
I-
out?
Yeah, I think
there's
the
a
bucket-
Yeah, you get the
hopper.
bucket back.
Yeah, if you have a
If
hopper,
you're
but
selling
below
it with a shulker box and 27 buckets, that you
Maybe
could
2
go
diamond
higher
blocks?
than- I would go probably 2 or if it's an
And you get a
entire
diamond
shulker
block
box.
back if you return the
Yeah, there you
shulker
go.
box and the buckets.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's go.
That works.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
Good value.
I bet someone's going to discover a loophole if there's like return the shulker box or a diamond thing, and then you can like get them from somewhere else and then return them and make diamonds.
Hmm.
Have you
They
all
gotta
got
be
your
the special
mailboxes
ones. They gotta be the same ones.
up and
Yeah.
running?
Not
Mailbox?
yet.
No.
I still don't know exactly where I want it to go, and they said if you don't know where you want it for 100% sure, just wait because we're not gonna move them. It's a nightmare.
I'd think in terms of practicality, like you put it in a location where you'll spot it, because I realized for a few days I haven't gone and checked the sales shop,
Hey, thank you,
and like
Drabaka,
there's
for
going
the
to be orders
25.
coming in there, so
That's gonna get us
I
two
would say
face
put
camera
it somewhere where
experiences.
you're.
Expand Joe.
What?
Do 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 do.
It is
And
so
numero
cool. The mail
dos.
Dude, how do
system
we
is
get
so
back up
cool.
top?
It's amazing. Yeah.
Y'all have seen that money.
Have
go
you
stuck
sent
in my
anything,
head?
Ren?
Oh.
Yep, I sent Jem a carrot.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Great
I
use
also
of
sent
stamp.
myself a carrot.
I'm gonna
And it
dip out,
worked.
guys. I'll see
See you later.
All right,
See
well,
you,
we'll catch
Wells.
you
See
later.
you, Wells.
Thanks again.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye, Wells.
Okay,
It's
we
so
need to get
cool.
like Amazon
Now, like
set up
Jacob
here,
Marley,
whatever,
these
where
chains
we
I
can do
forged in
mail
life are
order
about to
stuff.
begin pulling me down to the deep below.
mail
order
Hey,
trophies.
Yeah,
the
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
Joes.
pretty fun.
Yep, you can mail order the trophies.
Like
Blowing the
a
chip asking out at
lonely
90%.
ender chest over here. Dang it, I ain't got any.
That puts us 20 even away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Thank you very much again to Drew. Bob.
Ren, your on-air image is so like, it just draws me in. I just want to stare at it.
Oh, has that been on the whole time?
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
I thought it was like, I thought it
what's
was like
this?
a permanent thing or
What's
something.
this?
Because I'm
Has
like, I'm
people only been listening the whole time?
I've been watching
No way.
Ren stream the entire time, just flipping through.
Does it just say
Wow.
starting
I literally
soon?
thought it was
No
like meant to
shot.
be there. So.
No,
Oh, does
that's
it show the game still though, or does it like not show?
no.
the
It's just
game?
like an overlay that says on air. Oh, that's
well, if,
I
if,
am
if,
I am the
if
worst.
it makes you
streamer
feel
in the
better, Ren,
world.
I can switch to my arts and crafts camera.
What's your chat saying about it? Like, is the people
Nobody.
in chat
It's
like?
I blame chat. Nobody in chat said anything.
You know what? I'm gonna switch to my arts and crafts camera, Ren, so people can
Podcast.
see what my daughter and I have been working on instead of the game. That just solidarity with you, solidarity with Ren Dog, buddy.
I need to give my mods control of my streaming.
There
What
is a
platforms
way
are
to
going
do
wrong?
that. Good has something set up so his mods could switch the scenes when he was doing his outdoors, like wood cutting.
I
and
know how
stuff.
you could do it. I know how you could do it. There's this website called IFTT. If this, then that, or maybe that's ITTT. Anyway, it's like a big API that connects to all the other APIs that are out there, and it just
Oh, yeah, I've
lets
heard
you
about
hook
that.
up anything to anything. Like it's
Wow.
it's designed to be a crossover. Like I don't know, you want to press a button on your phone and have it open the door to your house. If there's like an API on your smart security lock, like it is a way to just link anything to anything.
I used to
need those-
use that a long
need those
time
sponges
ago
again.
for when a YouTube video came out. I'd post a Twitter notification.
I used it for the same
Anybody have
thing
the
back
sponges? Sponges?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
sponges. Where you at?
Yep. Over on the north side.
Oh, I
North
see
side.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
over here. There's a little bit of a thing
Alright.
here.
Yeah,
I got it.
eagle-eyed viewers
Yes.
will notice that the first 3 star posts
Cheers.
have been attached to this pinball playfield. My daughter attached those earlier, and we got the rubber ring around them so we could install the sling assembly at some point. Woo! The camera
Oh,
probably
this
does
goes
not
out to
need to
the
be
ocean.
pointed at that, though.
Drain the ocean, Hypno. Do it.
I'm
do it.
draining it.
Destroy the ocean.
Yeah, that'll teach Gem.
Obliterate it.
All those ocean lovers.
Obliteration or obliterate.
Obliteration?
Obliteratification.
Obliteration. Let's go.
There we
To
go.
obliterate
Brought
an
it back
ocean.
around.
Dude, my inventory just fills up so quick. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, this
just
is a
been
live
moving stone,
camera.
to be
I can
honest.
like, oh, Yeah,
I've been
ones
hoovering it up.
are not attached yet. So this is the star post. with
Hypno's
If one
just-
person was on Hoover duty, they couldn't keep up. There's so much of it.
Anyway, we'll see.
Hypno,
you're like a prawn, just like sucking up all the stuff on the bottom of the ocean.
Decimate. Oh,
Somebody's got to do it.
nice.
Hey, someone's got to do
Nice
it. Yep,
banter.
that is right.
Okay.
I made a big storage system. It won't get filled otherwise.
I mean, this
So
is
one challenge I've given myself this season is to try to have the smallest storage system possible and force myself to ask if I have too much of something, does anybody else want this right now? Because I ended last season with just double chests full of shulkers full of glass. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to use these for a project one day, and I never got to it. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that this season. This season, I'm like, hey, who needs stone? Who needs dirt? Who needs this? Let's go. Just pushing it right back out the door.
in season 5. I made the stupid mistake of trying to collect a double chest of every item in the game.
Oh,
I
wow.
remember that. That was wild. You got pretty far into it though, didn't you?
I
You
did. I did pretty well. And I mean,
Yeah.
and they now there's probably another 200 items. Back
Yeah.
then,
Double
I think
chest
there
of
was.
beacons. Oh man.
I think it was 350 or something items
Yeah.
at that
What
point.
update was that?
Season 5, like.
Pretty sure it's like over 1,000 now, like well over 1,000.
Oh yeah, easily over 1,000, right? Easily.
Wow.
Inventory's still the same size though, guys. So,
Ugh.
you know.
I
not a
mean-
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Not
yeah.
a problem. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not a problem.
obviously
No problem
we
at
don't
all.
need a bigger inventory. Otherwise, they would have changed it by now. So.
No,
I,
like it's just getting more and more fun, you know. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Managing inventories, like it's so much more fun, you know.
I did my crazy project, and I'm not doing another one
They're right.
Unless
unless never. I don't think there would be anything I would want to do regardless, but I'm definitely not doing another beacon. That's absurd.
No second beacon, Jeff? Come on.
God, no.
I'm going to be the first person on HermitCraft to make the full set of silence armor trims. Let's go.
Do it.
There you go. Nice.
The only thing I wish I would have done in season 9 that I didn't do was make one of every beacon, which is regrettable, but it's okay. All right.
Yeah, because I mean, you did the hardest one, so the other ones wouldn't have
Yeah.
been that much
Well, it
more.
was so easy, right?
You and
yeah.
ZF combined did though, right?
Yeah,
so
we did kind of.
That counts. I say that counts.
Yeah.
Because the other ones are like pretty easy, right?
I'm pretty sure I had like all the stuff. I just had to make them, and I just didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
So.
Question: can you put shulker boxes in bundles?
You might be able to put one in a
One
bundle.
Yep.
Oh well, that's completely pointless.
Yep.
Well, but you
Bundles
could
are completely pointless
yeah.
for that, for any
What?
non-stackable.
Oh, okay, yeah, for that. For
Actually, no, I don't think it would, because you could also have a whole bunch of items inside of that shulker box, and some of those items could be bundles. So I think it would like probably
Wait.
prevent you from doing that.
Oh, you think it wouldn't let you do it?
No, yeah, I reckon there'd be an exception there.
Let's try it. I got bundles.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
you'd give it a
See.
try.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
wait, hold
gonna put...
Yellow 51.
Testing some Minecraft. Is that squishy sound sponging? My God, can you do that again? Oh God, it's so squishy. I feel like I just
Sponge
stepped in something.
ASMR.
It's
Let's
so
go.
squishy.
JS.
Don't talk about my family like that.
Oh, that is squelchy.
Okay, bundle, and then...
It's like it's almost pleasant, but it's slightly gross. It's like picking
Come
your
on,
ear.
Cub, make me happy.
You
It's almost like the
you
sound a
alleviate an
slime
itch,
block
So
should make.
you can't put
but you
a
get some gunk.
shulker box in a bundle.
Okay.
It doesn't let you, was that?
Okay,
Nope.
let's pull forward a little.
I'm
Great.
Doesn't let you do
surprised.
it.
But can you put an empty shulker box in a bundle?
I don't know about that. If it's totally empty, let's see. If I got an empty one.
I mean, that's also pointless, though.
Yeah.
It is. yeah.
Well, it's interesting to know.
Can
though.
you put a chest and 2 shells in a bundle?
Yes.
You can do
So
that.
you can put a shulker. Okay, no.
Technically, you can put a shulker in a bundle, yes.
I mean, in
I
that regard,
actually
you should be able to
had,
put 21 shulkers in a bundle then.
There's some sort of joke to no one puts bundly in a shulker. Is that something? No.
I actually had like an epiphany about bundles in my sleep, but then I can't remember what it was.
Is it the
Like
bundles
I've
really good?
realized a use for them in the game.
Oh,
They're
dude,
But it
the-
obviously,
they're the
it
most
obviously
useful
didn't
thing
stay.
we have this season, man.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. You can put junk
They
in them.
solve all of the inventory issues in the game.
I've used them
Oh,
all
right,
the time.
right.
Literally all the time.
All they got to do to fix inventory is this simple fix, right? allow us to pick block items out of shulker boxes. So we can have, say, 10 boxes in our inventory, and I want to pick block stone out of one of them and replace the block that's in my hand that I'm holding in the slot, put it in the spot where the stone is.
Yeah, you're not using the item swapper mod, are you?
No, I don't need to because my idea is better. I don't
Because
actually
it's
know.
going in vanilla. Obviously, it's done.
Right, but no, for real, like, just give me a way to access the blocks without opening a ton of chests. Inventory.
That's item swapper mod.
Yeah.
It's on the server. You can use it.
I
That sounds cheaty.
I just
Hey, we agreed.
If I can do that, then I'm fine, right? Like,
Get
everything
the
is
item
okay.
swapper mod, Jed. It does it for you. You'll love it. It's amazing.
Oh, I was just saying in general. I don't want to use it.
Okay.
If we're adding stuff to the game, I'm not settling for anything less than dolphin saddles, and I will
We
continue
gotta get
to
our best
harass
mod
the
makers
devs.
on that.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah, I was
talk to
talking
the
to
vanilla
Cus.
tweaks guys. The vanilla
Talking
tweaks
to
guys love working on cool
to
stuff.
Cub and Hypno the other day, and I'm like, they probably have blocked me on Twitter at this point because I've like dolphin saddled them to death. But I'm never gonna give up on the dreams.
Well, I was
of
actually
a dolphin saddle.
I was thinking of a boating mod I was going to call Boat with Your Feet, where it removes the oars from boats and has a little like leg pedal boat animation, and then you can eat and fire bows and arrows and stuff while you're moving in the boats.
I was waiting for you to say, and you control it with your foot pedal.
Well, that's actually why I was thinking about it. I was like, man, it'd be cool if I could control my boat with my foot pedals. And then I was like, and then I could also eat with my hands free. And then I was like, wait, you could do this in game.
There's quite a few things.
I pictured you rowing your boat with your feet and eating food IRL.
Like,
There's,
the thing is, it's so much easier to
hands
eat
are
and play
free.
the game when you're using the foot pedal for, like, stuff.
There's
Yep.
quite a few things that I would like to have added to vanilla to just make life easier. Number one is what we just talked about with the storage. Number two, allow me to shift click into the 2x2 crafting square. You can't do that.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
really
like that one.
obnoxious.
I'd
I
like
hate
that.
that.
Oh, that'd be
I
good,
wanna-
yeah.
Although I think it like
Yeah.
overrides the shift click from hotbar to inventory, so like there's already a function for that, which is why it isn't there.
So that I want a slime cartographer. Or it's like a slime chunk cartographer. I want chains
that's-
to
I
be
think
able
That's
to
really
can-
clever.
Ancient
want-
that's
city
been a problem for a
cartographer,
while.
please.
anything that has a structure, let's cartographer it. Then
Actually,
I-
just to pause you on that, like
okay.
I think sometimes it's not a good idea just to default to the same system over and over again. Like they should come up with other systems as well that help you find stuff.
That's
Right?
fair. Yeah, I would be okay with
map
that.
for structure is good, but maybe for like biome, something else.
Yeah, give me a reason to not use chunk base, basically.
Yeah.
So from there, I would
love that idea.
like chains to connect to things like walls and fences. That's a most obnoxious thing I've ever dealt with. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there's probably some other little things that I would want. I'm okay with not having stairs and slabs for everything. That means not a lot to me.
Yeah, we
Because
need
the way that
chain
I
stairs,
see
though.
the way that I see it is that's their ace in the hole update. They're gonna save that to when they absolutely need it.
Yeah, well, when like the reputation's gone down the pan
and then they're gonna be
yeah,
like,
maybe.
here's stairs and slabs for everything. So that's I want quality of life things. They don't need to be huge. I wouldn't even, if they don't add dolphin saddles, it's more of a gimmick. It's fine. But there's a lot that they can do with things that are in the game already that are just not there. So I don't know. I think about this often, so I have a pretty solid rebuttal to that. So
Is the bundle the only thing from Caves and Cliffs that hasn't been added yet?
I
Yeah,
think that's the last thing, yeah.
bundles are the goat, though. I gotta say.
yeah.
But how,
They're
Cub?
all right. They're
Explain.
all right. They just
Explain.
need a better
Underestimate.
crafting recipe.
Underestimated.
Rip
No
bunnies.
Fletcher's table, Cub.
What's that?
No, sorry, Fletcher's table. Is that the one?
Fletching
Oh,
table,
yeah.
yeah.
Fletching
Yeah.
table
Please-
would
please
be
explain.
also
We-
in
so-
that situation.
So back in the ancient days of Minecraft, back in 1.14, right?
Yep.
They updated all the workstations, so the grindstone, the cauldron, the composter, to have some type of functionality besides just being a workstation for villagers, except for the fletching table and the smithing table. Then in 1.16, they added functionality to the smithing table to upgrade diamond tools to netherite. And they recently upgraded that again to add armor trims to armor and things. But the fletching table has gone 5 full years without an update, despite the fact that it was promised on March the 13th of 2019.
That's
Love
half
the
a
exact
decade.
date.
It's now
I love
been
the exact date call out.
it's now been over 5 full years since fletching table functionality was promised. It's time to add it. Time to add it.
Someone needs to resign over this fiasco. It's unacceptable.
Right?
We need an inquiry.
We need a resignation.
Yeah. On our desk by tomorrow morning.
Yep.
I agree, though. I fully agree with this. I
Jeb,
also
I
think
want
we
your
need
badge
a
and gun.
we need a stone cutter for wood.
Mo gangsters, right?
We need a
Original
woodcutter.
Mojang.
Do you not remember that?
I agree.
They used to
You know,
refer
like,
to
I think
themselves.
all of those things mixed with what I said with like, you know, cartographer and all that. That right there, that's a great quality of life update. It doesn't even need to be any bigger. Just give us
Yep.
stuff that we can use. So
You know, I think going forwards, I think we might see some of this stuff come around because it feels like they've been doing a lot of stuff from Minecraft suggestions, like all the top suggestions that you see in the comments and you see on the website are like getting added at the moment.
I
The
agree.
Wolf
actually.
Farmer, I think, is a great example. I think there's been like a bit of a internal discussion somewhere of right, okay, let's give the players what they're literally asking for.
Woo! Fireworks.
I'm loving these fireworks.
What would you add to fireworks? The ability to
Stack them.
control their trajectory more.
I think they could add a higher duration. Hypno and I ran into a problem where we couldn't shoot the firework far enough.
Yep.
So if they added, flight duration up to I think like 6 or 7 would be the max.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That could be kind of cool. Because especially when you're firing horizontally, the range is kind of limited.
Yeah. Trying to
Al-
share your
also-
fireworks with your neighbor is just ridiculous, honestly.
I think this is a leftover thing from way back in the day, but you can only see the fireworks from 64 blocks away.
Yeah, that
Be
needs
nice.
to change.
Be nice if they could increase that to 128, or maybe just your render distance.
Yep. I had a whole like amazing fireworks system set up at Blue River Raceway that as you cross the finish line, you needed to trigger the fireworks way before you got to the finish line because you're going so fast.
Yep.
But you never actually saw the fireworks because they triggered before you got there, if you know what I mean. So you didn't
Yeah.
actually ever get to see them, and that was very disappointing. I was quite sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think that is like a relic of a bygone era, because I think they used to have problems with particles causing a lot of lag, but
Mhm.
now I think that's mostly been fixed. So
Well, and that's the sort of thing too that a lot of us are using renderers like Sodium or Bobby Mod. We might be able to reach out to those developers and see if that's something that we could get fixed in there, like a separate slider for fireworks render distance. I mean, it doesn't solve
That
it
could
for
totally
everybody,
be done.
but I mean,
maybe, yeah.
I
That'd be
mean,
cool.
I'm loving Nvidia, Bobby, and Sodium. It's like an amazing combo that's changed how I shoot my videos, how I do my replay mod files. Like people were talking about like the scene where Jev and I were talking about creating coal for an elytra because he's starting the coal shop and I'm like I got a shulker box full of coal here, like I used replay mod to like show the landscape in the background and people were like, man, that's such a chill conversation, but it's like in such like a cool place, like the way you shot this is like so neat, like it was really hype. And it's like, yeah, I couldn't have done that the same way 2-3 years ago. The technology has really jumped forward.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're living in the future.
The distant future, the year 2000.
Oh, so many blocks.
How are we going on progress here, Rex?
Progress.
We're at
Haven't even
39.
started yet.
I suppose we haven't even got to
Approaching
deep state
halfway,
level
I
yet, have
guess.
we?
No.
We're not
No.
a deep state.
I mean,
level.
it might be that we don't really need to go too much lower than the bamboo farm. So I think if we just keep it level, whatever we get done today, I think will be fine for the time being. In fact, now that I look around, there's plenty of space for me to build farms and stuff everywhere.
Well, and I'm not in any rush. I'm good to go for a little while longer if you guys need.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just happy to hang out.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
be around for a
doing
while longer.
anything today. Nope.
I might go make
Supposed
myself
to-
a fresh cup of tea, though. My cup of tea's gone all cold.
Yeah, go for
We were
it.
supposed to
So,
have baseball practice today, but it got canceled because it's so cold.
Dude, it's a bit nippy over here today, man. Like, I
Yeah.
woke up a little early, like, really bright sunlight, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go for a walk. I went outside, blooming, geez, freezing
So
something fierce. Cold.
I'm an assistant coach for a baseball team that my nephew plays on,
Mhm.
and I just found on the beacon hole. Shoot.
No, that's the worst.
Anyways, the park has a rule. If it's below 40 degrees, we have to get permission. Today it was 36, or that's like 2 Celsius. It was pretty chilly out, so we didn't have practice. But I was gonna go play a Magic tournament, but I had to leave really early this morning, and I didn't sleep super well last night. So I'm like, nope, not doing that either. Just gonna go dig with the homies.
Oh man, we need some more torches. It feels like there's less torches here than when we started.
I play with dynamic lights, so I just have a torch in my offhand. I'm just over here glowing.
I used to use that mod, but it made me buy a new computer for no reason, so I don't use it
I'm
anymore.
using some
Oh,
night
no.
vision potions.
Yeah, I'd probably have some left over from yesterday, but
So it's these guys that are like despawning your torches, Azuma. That's what's going on.
I want them paid back in full.
Yep.
One
The
for
nerve.
one.
raiding ancient cities is literally so much fun. I did 4 or 5 cities last night, and just not
Ouch,
using
you
gamma.
alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Not
Just messing around.
like using potions and stuff to run through them and get the books and stuff was like the most fun I've had in a long time. Chat was like super enjoying themselves, and like
So
really
Cleo's
fun.
been doing a lot of deep dive
Yeah,
stuff.
I ended up getting enough for 5 Swift Sneak 3 books, which was pretty good. I found like
Wow.
6 golden apples.
Nice. Nice.
Killed 6 wardens without, and the only death I had actually was when I killed myself to get back to base. So
Noob.
pretty proud of that. Yeah, those wardens didn't stand a chance. And it was like super cool finding the underwater one, but I was surprised because I was like 12,000 blocks out and I was still finding them that were looted. So people have been
Wow.
very busy.
Have we pruned the overworld chunks at all?
I have not done it yet. No, keep putting it off.
I've been flying
Storage
around
is
the
probably getting
end a
pretty
lot
close
too. Yeah,
I came across a ship in the end earlier today that was like lopped off, like the elytra portion was just gone. It was just half a ship floating there. I assume that was
Whoa.
from a prune error or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the end got pruned one time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would mean it's on like the border. Oh,
Yeah, it was on a chunk border. Yep.
No, you weren't looking for elytras, were you?
No, in fact, I was purposely not taking them.
Good.
top man.
Yeah, I've been up to about 10,000 out in specific directions in the end trying to get elytras, and the ships that I have found were all looted. So
We can probably do another reset.
Yeah.
If you want to let me know when you're next doing that. Yeah, but I got a way to do it a little quicker than usual.
okay, that's fine. I think I had like 8 or 9 elytras in the chest there, so it should be fine for now. But if whenever you want to do it, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm like a one elytra for the season. I just put mending on it and then don't ever need to use it again. So
I like
I
doing
got my
2,
one. But I was
just so
coming
I
up
can
with,
rotate. Yeah.
I got a mini game idea that might involve the elytra.
Well,
Ooh.
you know who to contact. I will supply.
What do we think? Is this hole deep enough? Deep enough hole? Or we just keep
Let's
going?
figure out where like because I'm like at a lower point here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like
You wanna
maybe we
just
bring it
stay
down,
down
to this
there?
level here, Joe.
Where you at?
This
Oh,
is level
down here.
33.
Well, actually, probably level with this room at least.
Oh yeah,
with this
down here with your smelter will be probably the better idea there.
Yeah,
So,
should we
29?
make the smelter
Okay.
like the floor
yeah,
level?
that's fine. Yeah, that works.
All right.
We should be able to handle that, no problem.
I'm gonna start working on this space here. then.
And I fell down the beacon hole again.
Here out.
Oh, it's the worst.
Actually, I fell into water this time. I don't know what this is. Strip mine, maybe? Maybe.
Zuma, is
Should
this
we
your
take
cat in the
some,
nether?
Sorry?
Is this your cat in the nether?
Oh yes, that's my
There's a
kitty
black
cat.
cat. Yeah.
It crossed
Um,
my path. Am I gonna have bad luck now? What the heck?
Yeah,
Black
for
cats
10
are
years.
awesome, dude. What are you talking
For
about?
10 seasons.
dude.
I was gonna say, should we take some questions from chat?
Let's do it.
I was
Yes.
just looking at mine, and there were like quite a few questions for us. And I
Yeah,
thought,
one of the questions in my
I'm-
chat was, "Does this guy even read chat?" And I was like, "I'm gonna ignore that for 2 hours," and we are at the 1 hour and 40-minute mark. So you know what, buddy? I got to
Aw.
you 20 minutes early. You're welcome.
He did you a favor.
Yeah, I'm being nice here. Yeah, we read the chat sometimes as a treat.
Chat, what questions do you got for us? What do you got? What are you curious about?
Oh, there's a spider in your base. I'm dead. I died.
oh, for real?
Yeah, there's a spider here.
Wait, are you in trouble?
No, I'm not in trouble, but there was a spider.
I'm gonna say spiders are pretty menacing.
Pretty menacing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All right,
spider
what's
got
for
me the
dinner?
other
There's
day.
I was
Our
getting
first
ready to
question,
run
guys.
away. You know,
what's for dinner tonight? That's our first
Right, I'm
question.
back, everyone. I'm back.
Whoa,
I've
Welcome
already
back.
eaten for the day, so
we can hear your
Bro.
stream, Ren.
Yeah, we've got a cheering noise coming through.
What's for dinner? Ooh, I don't know.
Is this the
That's a-
level we're going
Sorry about that.
down here to 29?
We're
okay.
going
I'm
to the
having
smelter,
having
so,
pizza
yeah.
tomorrow, right? So like, what's your favorite pizza combo? Mine
Pepperoni.
is like barbecue sauce, diced chorizo, chili beef, chili cheese, and bacon.
Did you
Oh,
say
the-
chorizo?
Chorizo.
Yeah, I
it's
can't
Italian.
Chorizo?
It's Italian
Many
chorizo.
words.
Chorizo?
Yeah,
It's Italian
Chorizo?
chorizo.
Yeah.
Chorizo.
that
A
sounds good.
little bit of
Yeah.
chorizo.
I'm
Next
a
to
pretty
the
basic
oregano.
guy. I like
Next
I
to
like
oregano.
pepperoni and sausage, Italian sausage.
That's so weird.
I'm a deluxe guy. Like
Yeah,
put
I'm a
everything
deluxe
on
guy
there.
too.
Yeah,
Yep.
works.
Supreme,
sometimes they
deluxe,
call it.
whatever.
No,
Yeah.
I
Put
like
everything on
meats
there, yeah.
too. The more
E-
animals, the
everything on
better,
there?
I'd say.
Everything except for like anchovies and stuff.
Yeah.
You should all be jailed.
Do you
I
have? Do you
sometimes
have like
throw a little jalapeno on my pizza. It's pretty good.
I like.
gelato?
Jalapeno.
Steal my stuff,
Love it.
Hypno. I say that. You know that, buddy.
What?
A bit of
No, I've been saying jalapeno for forever.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Ren,
Yeah,
Ren, what's the
I
combo,
think that's an
man?
out western thing because I heard that in New Mexico for the first time back in like.
Oh, they stole it
maybe-
from Jevin, obviously.
Yeah, they
definitely.
called it jalapeno. Yep.
There is only one valid pizza in my estimation. That is a fire baked, thin crust margarita mozzarella pizza with pesto and basil, and that's it.
Margarita.
Ooh. So I was gonna ask like,
High
does
quality
anyone else
cheese.
have
High quality tomato base, high quality dough, Parmesan cheese on shavings on top. Done.
You gotta be
This is a
careful with the
pizza.
pesto though. I once had a pesto pizza, but they put way too much pesto on it, and
That's-
it was
You were not
Pesto's
impressed.
nasty.
amazing.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
like
pesto can
like
ruin it.
yeah.
you can get barbecue sauce on pizza. You can also get pesto ones as well. Does anyone- does
Barbecue
anyone
sauce should be
prefer-
nowhere near a pizza.
Nope, I
Azuma. You're an
100%
animal.
agree.
You're an animal.
Oh,
No, I
man,
disagree.
I'm
Dude,
hooked on
barbecue
the
chicken
barbecue.
pizza is really good. I don't
Barbecue
care
on
what you
pizza is
say.
good.
I can't.
I don't touch barbecue. I can't do
If
it.
there's barbecue on the menu, I have to have it.
Ugh, gross.
Like tomatoes, classic, but I just love the. Barbecue.
I
Dude,
like food
best
cooked
pizza
on the
ever?
grill, but like barbecue sauce is like the most vile thing I've ever tasted.
No, you've had just bad barbecue sauce. Then what's wrong?
Maybe,
with
I
you?
don't
mean,
know,
I
but
was gonna
if
say there's a
I-
lot of
ugh.
different varieties of barbecue sauce. If you came out here, I bet if we gave you a sampler of like 5 or 6, you'd be like, yeah, 4 of these are terrible, but at least one of them is different enough that I like it.
Maybe.
Who's had New York pizza? Like,
I
like
have.
from New York.
That's yes.
I've never been to New York.
I've never been
so-
to New York, but I've had. So in Ohio, there are 3 brothers that are from New York that own a pizza place called the Flying Pizza, and it's like super authentic New York pizza, and it's like the best stuff ever.
Do they get the tap water
Yeah.
shipped in? Because one of the things that makes New York pizza distinct is that the water is sourced from the Catskill Mountains.
That's what I heard. People said it was in the
Interesting.
water.
Yeah, New York City is considered to have some of the best tap water in the world because of the way that they source it and treat it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the pizza here, the Dayton's like food scene is actually pretty solid. Like lots of really good, mom and pop pizza places, and it's not just all chain pizza. It's really good stuff. So
Nice.
Hey, Cub, you
Okay,
got
what's
a fan
what's
there
the
right
weirdest
behind you.
thing? What's the weirdest thing that
Uh,
either of you, that all of you have ever eaten?
I'm sorry.
Weirdest
What's the
thing.
question?
Oh, the
What is the weirdest thing you've ever
thing
eaten?
You've ever eaten?
Ooh.
I don't even.
I've eaten octopus.
I've had ostrich, but it wasn't weird. It was fine. It was good. Like I've had
I'm
kangaroo.
just gonna bow out
That
of
was
this one because
good.
I'm the most picky eater
But
of
like,
all time.
that's the thing though, is like
so-
I didn't eat them and go, oh man, this tastes weird. I was like, oh man, this tastes good. You know what I mean?
This tastes like chicken.
Yeah, that was the thing. Oh yeah, we had gator one time, and my dad was like really disappointed
Is
because
that you smack your face into it?
my dad was disappointed because he's
I had a
like,
front seat view of that.
you know, this gator tastes a lot like chicken, but the chicken costs half as much. So you know, what was the point, right?
Yeah.
Valid.
You know, like
I
yeah,
think I've had escargot. That might be the weirdest thing, or maybe like
What is that? I don't
Uh,
even know what that is.
snail.
Yeah,
escargot.
escargot is
It's
pretty
cooked
strange.
snail.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Escargot. It sounds like you're talking racing or something. Escargot.
Look at that car go!
Yeah.
Go.
I've not had
That's what I was
anything
hearing.
weird because I'm a super picky eater, and you know I'm not gonna mess with that. So
In South Africa, we eat big worms.
Ooh.
y'all weird,
They're like
bro.
very large caterpillars that you eat. They
Are they
taste a
wiggling?
bit like no. They're dried.
Okay.
They taste a bit like peanut butter. They're actually quite nice, but
Oh, man, I love
insects
peanut
have
butter.
like a weird insect flavor that's very insecty.
Have you ever
Ren's
had an
got
insect
that,
sandwich?
Ren's got that Simone and Pumbaa special going on from Lion
Yeah,
King.
exactly. It's a little bit like that. Yes, that worm that Pumbaa slurps up. A little bit
Wiggling
like
yet
Oh, yeah.
satisfying, or
Yeah.
whatever.
this. Yeah, exactly. Slimy yet satisfying.
Yo, slimy. Yeah, yeah.
I think I've had alligator, but nothing else like super exotic. You know.
What's the most expensive thing you've eaten?
I don't even know. Huh.
Yeah, I have
Expensive
no
thing.
idea.
Like,
Never
I've had
thought about that.
like I would say probably a steakhouse for me. Like it was like maybe $200 steak. So
Wow.
Oh wow, yeah, I don't.
The most
that was like a
expensive
once in a
thing.
lifetime
Was it like
thing,
Wagyu or something? Jeez.
though. Pretty close to it. It was like a really high quality filet mignon.
Was it good?
Oh, it was so good. I don't really eat steak either, but and it's not that I don't like steak. I'm a
I
weirdo.
love steak.
So okay, I like steak, but I cannot have pink raw food at anything. It's just a visual thing. I can't eat it. I refuse to eat steak because it's such a good cut of meat, and I have to have it well done. That I would rather not waste it. So
You
I
know what,
get
Jeff?
that,
I
yeah.
respect that.
Yeah.
We couldn't be friends if you were eating well done steak.
yeah, no,
just couldn't be
I
friends
totally
anymore.
understand. Like, if I go to a steakhouse and order a well done
boy, am I
steak,
into
they
that.
deserve to punch me in the face. So, and it's just I just don't want to waste the food, and I know that steak is a good quality meat that deserves to have it.
Do I
cooked the
sound
proper
laggy,
way.
chat?
So, but
I
What was
respect
that,
that,
X? I couldn't hear you. You were sounding laggy there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my computer.
No, you sound
like,
fine.
you all went very choppy, and my
Yeah.
chat said it was laggy, and I wasn't sure if they were
Oh.
hearing what
I
I,
see, I
was hearing. Anyway, I figured out what's causing it again,
what?
and I will fix it.
Yeah. No, I
And
just
it should all be good now.
I don't want to waste it. It it feels wrong. Some animal sacrificed its life for me to have it cooked well done when it deserves to be cooked better than that. It's just wrong. So I won't eat it.
I like it, Jeff. I like it.
Yeah,
I can respect
the
that.
question was like, what was the most expensive thing you've eaten?
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, well, anything that I've been eating lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't,
grocery
I don't
business.
splash out, and like
Yeah.
inflation. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
No.
food has become so expensive. It's quite scary.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like in the US, but in England, I would say that it's like I don't think
Feels
it's
like it's
doubled
getting
in
close
price.
to doubled. Yeah, doubled.
It's getting
It's-
close
it's-
though.
it's
It's getting
same
close
here.
to
Stuff is
double.
double.
Though.
It's same
Yeah.
here. Yeah. It's pretty
Yeah.
pretty expensive.
Crazy. Oh, I had a question for you Americans about your neighbors
Okay.
Sure.
in particular.
Canadians.
Canada or
Um,
Mexico?
Because I had a strange passive aggressive run-in with a neighbor a couple days ago when I left my house to go walk.
Oh, you mean your actual neighbors?
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I actually really like
Yeah.
my neighbors. This is the first time that I moved somewhere, and then as I'm walking around, I kept running into people I already knew. I was like, this is so neat.
Yeah, so I left my house to go for a walk, and one of my neighbors who lives just down the road from me And in England, here outside of the cities, you generally live in these sort of suburban settings, I suppose, like where there's an estate of maybe like 50 to 100 houses, right? That has been built on like an old bit of farmland or something like this, if you can imagine it like this.
Yeah.
I think in America, you guys have similar things also, these kind of suburbs in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's a lady just down the road, and she, I said hello and good morning, and we had a bit of a chat. And at some point, she basically said something like, it's very nice to see that a lot of the gardens have been getting attention now that the sunshine is coming back, but I have noticed that some of them have not. And she sort of
Shots
I have like a
fired.
very small little lawn in front of my house, like with a little flower bed. And I will admit it's a bit all over the place, but it's been raining and cold. So I haven't been out there to mow it yet or to sort the flowers out. But she very passively aggressively suggested that my garden was like letting the
Dude,
neighborhood
you
down.
should have been like, you're welcome to come over and cut the grass.
Does this sort of thing happen in America? Is gardening
does
or like
it does happen
because,
in America,
because here
but
in
it doesn't
England, like,
happen to me because I'm
people-
doing that apartment life.
in England,
happens,
people
yeah.
gardens are like very big, especially out of the cities. Like people really take pride in their gardens, but not only their own gardens, like the gardens of others too. They seem to be
Yeah.
quite
the
obsessed with. Is this the
neighborhood.
same in the US?
Yes.
The main thing in the US is like sometimes it's like that, but for my brother, his neighbor was like pissed at my brother because my nephew Colin threw a football into his yard. So for some people, it's more stay off their space than anything. So at least from my experience, like some people are like really like, hey, fix your lawn, but some people are like, hey, stay away from me. So
I mean, I asked this because, you know, you guys also have access to some weapons and stuff. So someone comes over to you to say, and it catches you on a bad day, you know, like fix your lawn, bud. And you're like, well, fix this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it would ever.
Usually it's not like
That's,
that.
that's how America is portrayed in movies.
It's
and
not
TV
like that
shows
at all.
sometimes.
So
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
it's not
true.
that
That's a little bit
bad.
how it's shown in movies.
I don't know
Yeah, Ren, if you
uh,
think that's how Americans act, tread
Yeah.
lightly.
Yeah, no. So I can answer this. I think Hypno could probably do it too, but I am a gun owner. I own a firearm and I carry and conceal with safety within a law. That's my given right. I'm allowed to do that. But what you're saying, Ren, would even so in America, most states and cities, if you pull your firearm out and you don't do anything with it, you're going to jail. You
Right,
cannot do anything in a threatening manner. Matter of fact, even if you were to use it, in some cases, you probably still would go to jail because it has to be a life or death situation. It's something that saves you from dying, basically. So you can get in a lot of serious trouble if you
Right,
do that
you
type
can't
of
just
stuff.
flap your
So,
pistol
no,
around
yeah, you
willy-nilly.
can't just be like, you know, big D energy because I got a gun. You have to be
Yep, yep.
real careful about that. So,
Yeah, that only happens in the movies.
yeah. And when you take the classes for that stuff, that's like one of the first things they tell you. It's like, don't be an idiot and do that.
Yeah.
You'll go to jail. So.
Well, it's one of the things that I love most. I mean, there's a lot of things that I love about England, but one of the things I love most is the passive aggressiveness of the English, because the English, although they are quite good at a ruck, you know, did win 2 wars and all that, they don't like conflict very much. So their conflict is usually with their words, you know, with these sort of things. Like, I've noticed that some of the gardens have not been kept very well. This is what I love about the English. It's they're so good at this sort of passive aggressive behavior. It's awesome.
yeah.
Whereas I would think in the States, you guys are a little bit more. You get to the point, you know, like
Y'all ain't got a lawnmower, do you? Because it seems like you're living like you don't.
like I remember when I first moved to England and started working I worked in an international team with Americans, and one of the first things that I noticed about Americans that really struck me as odd was the email etiquette is so different to the UK.
Mike Copper.
So, for example, in
Mike
England,
Copper.
when you write an email to somebody, it's very dear. So, if I was writing a formal work email to Azuma, it would be, "Dear Azuma, I hope you're doing well and have had a great weekend so far, and looking forward to a great week next week."
Oh, who was that?
That was me. I was asking for more
And
food.
then you would carry on with the
Yeah.
email. But
Thank
in
you.
America, when I was emailing Americans, what I
It's straight to
first
the
noticed
point.
about Americans is that there is no fluff. There is no hello, how are you? I hope you're well. I hope you've had a great weekend. It's just, we're here to work. This email is a work email. There is no need for the frivolity of talking about your weekends or the weather. Just get to the point. And at first
Exactly.
I was like
Yep.
a little bit insulted by this because I was always taught that I must sign off my emails and you know, be kind or whatever in the emails. But really, at the end of the day, this is all just fluff that you don't mean. It's all just superfluous nonsense that you're just writing for no reason. And if you wanted to have a personal chat with them, then you do that. But if it's a work email, it's a work email, and get on with it.
Yep.
And yeah, this is one of the things that I first discovered about Americans that at first I didn't like, but afterwards I was like, this is actually awesome.
We get to the point. That's our That's our shtick.
Yeah, exactly. Just get to it. If you're working, you're working. You know, don't ask me how my weekend was.
Yeah.
How was your
Makes
weekend,
sense.
by the way?
It's been great, so far. Thank you. Is it weekend? I've lost
It's
track.
Saturday,
Saturday.
man.
It is
Saturday.
Saturday.
It is Saturday. Yeah, it is Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, that's
Saturday, Catterday.
we don't really beat around the bush. We're impatient here. So that's kind of the reason I'd say. I don't like
Well,
waiting.
I mean, it probably explains the massive success of your history, right? Like when you need to turn a desert into a city, there is no time to talk about the weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Very true.
I definitely want to visit London and everything. I haven't ever been anywhere like that
It's
before, so that'd be really
amazing,
nice.
Jeff. Yeah, I went to see
is
my
awesome.
fiance and visit my fiance's family because it's like, hey, I'm taking this one to America. Maybe you should at least talk to me 1 or 2 times first, so it doesn't seem like creepy or weird, you know.
Yeah.
But no, it was great. I spent the whole week just going to different pubs, talking to our friends and family. It was like we did a little bit
Nice.
of touristy stuff, but just hanging out with people and spending time with people from another country was amazing. I really recommend it.
Nice. Yeah, it's on the bucket list.
Yeah, England's a fascinating country because London is basically its own country. It's a incredibly diverse society, and England outside of London is very different. So, like the England that you might think that you might know, you know, with castles and posh British people and so on. Like this is not England. This is not London. London is like a little bit like New York, right, or Toronto. Like it's quite modern and cosmopolitan. If you want to see the real England, you've got to come out to the countryside where the castles are and stuff, and it's a completely
Well,
different experience.
I was gonna say when I think of like England and London and just all of that, never being there, but like seeing things portrayed, I think a long driveway with a hedge on the side of it, with trees and just a big grass field with some sheep. That's my
Yeah.
thought of London or England when I think of what it is. So
That's super interesting. Yeah, that's certainly how it is where I live, but
Yeah.
definitely not how it is in London.
yeah. I kind of
been-
assumed London was like a more cityscape. So
Yeah.
I've been up and down the country, and I think it's a little bit like America in a way, where like each state is kind of like its own country, right?
yeah.
You know, different
Yep.
accents and stuff. Like if you just start going north, the accents change. You know,
So-
there's a fair bit of diversity. Even though we're like the size of Florida, it's like
I was
there's-
about to ask that because
Well, I mean, even
I've
Florida
seen
is wildly
a,
different in the Panhandle versus like Miami versus
Yeah.
the swamps.
I seen a TikTok
Guess so, yeah.
where this guy was talking about the driving distances in London from top to bottom. How long would it take you to drive it?
What,
I
is
don't
this
know
without
usually
traffic
you
or
use
with
the
traffic?
M25 and go around.
So
And
let's
that can
say
be like an hour
let's
if
say
it's quiet.
let's say a Saturday afternoon.
Pickled monkey. Thank you for
If
the
you were to
20.
drive straight through from top to bottom, you would have to drive through the suburbs, and it's going to
Okay.
take on a Saturday maybe
Toast
2 or 3 hours because the traffic is really terrible.
All right. So
Lower in the Joe
the
Pasadena
huge
to
difference
80%.
between the states and anything overseas like that is the drive time. 2 to
Yep.
3 hours for anybody in the United States is kind of a common thing sometimes. Like for example, the state of Texas, you're gonna take 10 to 12 hours to get across it. It's huge.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but-
Yep, exactly. I mean,
Uh.
look, London, the city is only, like the inner city is only maybe 10 to 15 miles across.
Yeah.
It's tiny, right? Like compared to like LA is probably like the size of England. Like the whole country is like the size of one American city, you know?
Oh yeah, no,
That's
like
what I find
America,
amazing about America.
we love our road trips, right? Where we are drivers. That's what we do.
Yep,
So,
yep.
Yeah, the amount of times I've heard an American talk about driving somewhere and then being like, I was driving for like 10 or 12 hours, and I'm like, what? Because over here, it's like, you can get from the top to the bottom of the country in like 5 to 6 hours, So just the amount of driving you lot do is insane.
Yep.
Yeah, I drove once from Montana, which is like on the Canadian border, to Las Vegas, which is southwest. It's not quite the other end of the country, and that was like a 12 and a half, 13-hour drive.
See, I would personally love it because I love driving. Driving is one of my favorite things. And what I'm very sad about is the fact that manual transmissions are on the way out, and this makes me very, very sad. I will drive manual until that vehicle is pried from my cold, dead fingers.
Who here knows how
Until
to
the
drive
government
manual?
tells me I'm not allowed to
drive
drive manual
manual.
anymore, I will drive manual.
My first car was a manual, so I know how, but it's been probably 15 years since I've driven a manual. So.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just so
not a
fun.
common thing in America.
My
it's
last
I
car
know.
was,
very
or my
huge.
last 3 cars, I think, are manual. I really enjoyed
Really?
it.
Wow.
Yep.
I learned to drive on a manual when I was first starting, but then never really used one since. So if I
Yeah,
was
it's
renting a
kind of the
car, I
same.
would not trust myself with an unfamiliar vehicle trying that.
Yeah,
I think you get like an elevated sense of control over the vehicle with manual.
Yeah.
It's just so
pretty
much nicer, like downshifting or whatever to slow down, or upshifting, whatever.
Yep. And you're interacting more. Like it
Yeah.
feels.
It's more of an experience than just pressing the pedal and make you go.
See, I mean,
Yep.
as somebody who's always got a kid in the back seat, like I'm getting plenty of interactions as it is. Don't give me one more thing to keep track of,
True. True. That makes sense.
I don't think I
It
could drive
becomes
one.
second
I
nature
had
so
to.
quick, though.
It really does.
We're gonna have to go get some wheat for.
See, I think you would be the prime candidate for it, Cub.
You think so? I really don't think so.
You're a very articulate and intellectual dude. Like,
I actually hate driving with a passion.
Me too.
oh really? Okay.
I just
So-
don't enjoy it at all.
Why cup?
It's just it's kind of a waste of time. I think. Like it just takes a long time to get
Are
anywhere.
you the kind of guy who likes to just listen to a record, music? Because like
No.
if you like listening to music,
No.
that pairs really well with driving.
No, I'm not that type of
Yeah.
person.
Because I think if you're into music, driving's a bit easier because it's like all of the driving sort of becomes a bit more automated and you can really listen to a record. When I
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
learned to
that
drive, I
helps.
used to go drive around at night, just like I didn't have anywhere to go. I was just practicing, but I would put on records and like I immensely enjoyed them.
Nice.
Because you could give like a ton of your attention to it.
I think that's one reason
Otherwise,
why
I'd hate
I like.
driving.
I
Well,
think
for
that's
music,
one
I'd hate
of-
driving.
I think it's one of the reasons why I like Magic the Gathering so much is because not I play local game store stuff sometimes, but not a lot. I play tournaments, and these tournaments are typically hour to 2 hours away. So for me, it's more the experience of going to a new city, playing in a new store, eating
Yep.
new food. That's what don't get me wrong, I love Magic and I love the competitive nature of it, but I also really, really enjoy, stopping at a gas station in a new city and, all those things. Like, and that's, I like driving. It's fun. I do have
it's because it gives you a lot of like novelty then.
Yeah,
like
and
it's
it's something to
associated with new
do.
experience.
Yeah, new experiences and meeting new people, playing a game, and maybe stopping at a family food place or whatever. And I do have my limits. If I'm gonna go play a tournament, it has to be less than a 2-hour drive one way, and if it's any further, I won't go. But like I have some set limits for myself, but I really enjoy getting out of the house, meeting new people, and all of those things attached to that as well as the game.
But like,
So,
if
that's
there were
understandable.
good train coverage,
Oh, I would
between-
totally take it.
like, because that's the thing is like every time I'm driving, I hate driving inside the city. Nashville has just terrible traffic. But
Yeah.
so I really have the car to open up moving beyond Nashville because I can take a bus anywhere in Nashville and be fine. But it's just like the car is so that I could go to a tournament in Wisconsin or something
sure.
like that. That there's no good trains. There's not a great airport near where the tournament's held up there. That sort of thing. It's like you really need a car. So that's what I like about having a car is the certain opportunities it opens up for me. But I would really prefer that we just had better train coverage or even just better bus
I'm the same way,
coverage.
Joe. Yeah.
Like I would rather
Trains
take a
are
great.
Greyhound. Like a lot of people hate the Greyhound. I would rather take a Greyhound than drive. The big problem that a lot of Greyhound routes have though is it's like, oh, there's a huge, really long stopover here, where it's just like the places I'm trying to get to aren't effectively connected by their network, so I end up not doing it. But when I was going back and forth to Memphis a lot, I was taking the Greyhound, and that was easy.
Mhm.
Because that's just like
I'm,
one major city over, and they're perfect for like 1 3-hour trip to one major city over. You're done, easy.
I'm,
I really like public transport. You know, going on trains like a little adventure.
As long as
I'm-
it's like quality public transport, but the U.S. really struggles with that. So
Yeah,
Well, the
Yeah.
over
US
here
is
it's
just so
pretty
big.
decent.
It's almost
Yeah.
impossible, right?
Well,
even,
I
in,
mean,
Yeah.
even in a lot of cities, it's still not.
I
great.
don't think it's impossible. I think it's like an industry thing.
yeah, I mean,
I'm,
Nashville's really
uh,
trying to increase their bus routes and improve their busing stuff. That was one of the big things that our latest mayor basically won the election on because
Yeah, that's
people
good.
want it here because
Cub.
driving is hell. It's just
Where are
sucks
they?
here.
I can hear them. I think they're above us.
Thing is, cross country rail is not as
Are they?
as simple as you think, right? Like a rail line that is 1,000 miles long
Is that
an
right here?
incredibly long strip of track you have to maintain. And if anything goes wrong at any point on that railway line, the whole system shuts down, right? Like it's
Found 'em.
very difficult to maintain this, like
They're-
a long distance rail.
They're outside the.
We got it
the
here in
thing
the
up
UK,
here.
and it's.
No, we
Right.
don't.
What do you guys-
What do you mean by long distance then?
Like a 13-hour like line. Or a 20-hour line. Like the longest line we've got is like London to Glasgow, which is nothing compared to America, right? Like a
Yeah.
line that goes
guess so,
across
yeah.
America is an incredibly long distance.
Thing is though, is
That would
it's
take
not,
you 2 to
it's
3
not
days.
like it's not like one rail with nothing next to it. Like the rails would go to population centers, and then people who
Yeah.
worked at the population centers would maintain stretches of the rail, right?
Mhm.
I think the problem in the US is just that the automobile industry pushed cars so much, and now you have a car-centric infrastructure. It makes it difficult to
Yeah.
change people's habits and to bring in a different mode of transport.
Yep.
Dang it. My electric.
I'm
Gotta
with
find
you
some
though,
coal.
X. Like for me, when I go to these tournaments and I play these magic things, half the fun is like listening to music on the way there, curating a playlist, and just exploring new music. I am probably about as much into music as you are.
Oh, I don't know about that, Jevin.
I'm
So-
sure. I'm
I
sure
don't know
that's
about
true.
that.
I
gonna
I
have
would
to have
I
a
would
music
not
I can't
compare
exist.
notes.
If I ever go deaf, I will just off.
Yeah, no,
myself.
if I'm not talking in a video, I'm listening to music, and I listen to literally everything all the time as much as I possibly can, and I have a pretty solid music background and history of knowledge. So for
Nice.
me, like without music, I'm gonna lose my mind. So
That's how I.
because
feel,
I
yeah.
have a lot of moods, and music
Yeah, you do.
really helps me calm down. So
Hmm.
Do you like music that calms you down, as in like ambient sort of stuff
No.
as well?
no,
No? Okay.
just it's like if I'm feeling
I
a
got-
certain way, certain songs make me.
I got
feel
a song
good.
that you should give a go
So,
though. If you like music, right? This song called "Weightless" by Morocco Union or something, right? Like I've always loved ambient music and found it
Mhm.
to be really soothing and calming. In like you're feeling anxious and you can put on this music and feel a bit better somehow.
yeah.
And then they did a bunch of like actual studies, and they used this guy's song, and they found that the way the music is, it actually calms down most people by like 50% or something.
Wow,
Like they
that's
measured
awesome.
their vitals.
Yeah.
And to anyone listening as well, it's Marconi Union. Someone put it in my chat. Song is Weightless. Like it's on Spotify. Give it a listen and like see if
Definitely.
you feel a calming effect from it. And if you do, like just bookmark it for like a day when
And,
you need something like that.
Hashtag sponsored.
And another thing that I
Not
want to point out is like you always you do those music reviews and I read them.
Oh, awesome.
And it's one of the things that I relate to that is that I love deep diving into music, not just artists that I know, but I often ask, friends like, hey, what are you listening to? So I can try to find new stuff. And, throughout the last 2 years, I've like fully listened to like Kesha and like Adele and just these people that I've never considered listening to in the past. Like, not so much, but like there's so much incredible music out there if you just look past the popular songs. And for me, like
even pop music's pretty good,
No. I absolutely love pop music. Just saying, but more than anything, like artists, they put so much effort into telling a story within their album, and that story is kind of the better part of it. So like there's a lot of songs on certain albums that I like that probably nobody would ever listen to just because it's not mainstream. So but yeah, I
know all about listening to niche music, man. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if your ventures have taken you to Bandcamp, but Bandcamp is like the equivalent of going to like a vinyl store back in the day and flicking through, and like it serves so many niches.
Yeah.
So many niches, like just obscure
There's
sounds.
a zombie spawner here.
Oh yeah,
nice.
We're keeping that.
That's why there's so many.
Yeah. My recent listenings have been Billy Joel.
Nice.
And then I was also listening to a pop group that originated on YouTube called Carmen. And then
did they do? I feel like I saw like a ballet or an opera with Carmen.
Maybe. And then also some older Atreyu. So some metal in there too. But
I see. Yeah.
I've been kind of light lately on the listening stuff. Like I've sort of cleared because I used to have like a really long list of records, and for this season I wanted to like focus more on playing on HermitCraft. So I've kind of cleared my schedule quite a bit at the moment, so I don't have too much on. But I've been listening to Spirit Box, who are like quite hyped up and talked about in the metal community, and I listened to their record like years ago, and it totally didn't do it for me. I would give it another try, and this time it's totally clicked, and I'm like really digging it. So it's
they
nice
found
when it
Loglands.
clicks.
Sounds awesome.
Okay, I've got a question inspired by the whole Mumbo video of people playing things weird, playing Minecraft in weird ways.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
So, I would like to know what weird YouTube rabbit holes you all go down. I will start to give you an idea of what my question means. I recently discovered the world of competitive Risk.
Oh my god,
I've seen that one.
That's
I've seen
amazing.
That,
Yep. And there is one particular Risk player called Pete, who I discovered about 5 months ago.
There's so many zombies here. I might
His
die.
whole name is just Pete. That's amazing. I
Well,
love the show
yeah,
Pete
well-
and Pete. And this is like a third one.
Yeah, his channel is called the Kill Pete Strategy. He's one of the he's like there's a digital version of Risk that was put out by Hasbro, and he's been pioneering like tournaments and stuff, trying to make an actual competitive Risk scene, and he's done it to some success. The last tournament he held had like a $2,000 first place or whatever.
Nice.
But like I've gotten into competitive online Risk in a very weird way, so much so that it's what I have to watch every night before I go to sleep. That's the current YouTube rabbit hole that I am down. Now your turn.
I did something like that in the pandemic with chess, and like every night before I go to bed, I'd watch like a couple of classic chess matches with this guy like explaining all the moves and all the potential moves and stuff. Like
That's cool.
that was a rabbit hole I went down.
I got
pretty
a
hard
good
while
one.
ago.
So I have two of them right now. The first one is Bushcraft. There's a channel
love it.
specifically My Self-Reliance. This guy worked in the city, decided to go out into nature and build a log cabin, and he's been doing it ever since. And he's like a really stand-up guy, and his content's really good. So there's a few other bushcraft channels that are really good, but My Self-Reliance is the first one. And then the second one is Competitive Tetris.
Ooh, juicy.
Competitive Tetris is the coolest thing I have ever seen. It's a 1v1 setup. They play on old school TVs with NES controllers, and they've like developed these tapping strategies to like hyper tap and hyper roll, and they've like just recently beat Tetris, which has not ever been done before. Like they go so high up, like million plus score, and then they get to these levels where the game glitches, and they've been trying to get higher scores than each other and just pushing the meta as fast as they possibly can. And it's so crazy. This guy, it's like Cheese something. He developed this this method of hitting the buttons where you bounce the controller on your finger and you can like quad tap within one hit, and it like rolls the pieces, and it's like the newest strategy. And it's like, dude, it's actually insane how these people get into it. And like I totally understand it because it's so cool looking. Like it's amazing.
That sounds amazing, dude.
Yeah. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
On the bushcraft one, have you seen the Outdoor Boys?
I don't like that channel.
Oh really?
So
Oh, okay.
there's a guy named Outsider 1, and those bushcraft boys copied every single one of his videos for the better part of 2 years.
Oh, that sucks.
And it
Didn't
was
know
just
that.
like that intro where he throws the axe into the wood stump. Like that was the Outsider doing that first. And so the Outsider is another great channel. Him and his father built a log cabin in the Canadian wilderness, and his father eventually passed away, so he finished it. But it's like the best craftsmanship you'll ever see. So, but
Cub,
know.
what YouTube black holes are you in, good sir?
I watch a lot of video essays on things.
Video essays.
So,
Okay,
for
go
instance,
on.
like when Jevin was talking about the Tetris, there was like a video essay about the world record progression of the Tetris world record, like the high score world
Okay,
record.
you have to explain what a video essay is.
Like Veritasium, right?
I don't know what the
Yeah,
that's-
similar
that's
to
Latin
that,
for
similar to
truth?
that.
What is Veritasium
I don't know what that
mean?
means.
Truth.
There's
to that.
a whole
place where
scene
you
It's,
on
put
YouTube
it's basically just
called-
like a longer version of, a longer explanation of events and things.
what's that guy's name? Because I think I've seen that same channel before. The
there's
dude that
one-
makes the popular guy. Forget his
There's
name.
one, Carl Jobst is who I've been watching. A little bit of.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cub! I was
does
in
a
one
lot
of
of-
his videos.
Yeah, Joe, I told you about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
the video you shot at, what was it?
Music City Multicon. Yeah.
Yeah, that was used with the Billy Mitchell thing. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, so I've been watching those types of things.
Cool.
Yeah, they call it
Video
they call it
essays.
like edutainment, right?
Yeah, on just a number of topics like movies,
I love that sort of content too.
history of
a lot of that.
nations, a whole bunch of like history stuff and speedrunning stuff, and yeah, just whatever interests
Awesome.
me. So yeah.
Joe, what weird stuff have you been watching? I'm scared to ask.
So I was gonna say a lot of the stuff I watch that would be on YouTube like this is also available in podcast form, and I usually listen to the podcast because I don't have a lot of time in front of screens when I'm not working. So, but it's all mostly pinball podcasts. Some of them about history of pinball, some of them about how to make your own machines. Because the project that I did in Minecraft last season, the Deep Field space telescope themed pinball machine, I'm actually building in real life. I've got the play field in my studio next to me now. I was showing it on screen earlier when you messed up your screen. And yeah, there's a lot of great podcasts about how to build your own pinball stuff. And so that's been my rabbit hole.
Nice. That
Nice.
sounds super cool.
Does anybody here listen to stories on YouTube at all? I
listen
like
to
scary
books on
stories a
tape,
lot.
but not YouTube.
There's this whole genre of video creators on YouTube that just only do scary stories. My favorite is Mortis Media, and it's just a black screen and him narrating stories, and I can listen to these things for hours, dude.
Are they original stories or are they?
It's like user submitted, so
Okay.
grain of salt, but sometimes they're super long, super detailed, some are super short. It's like user submitted. Most of the time they're compilations, so he'll do 30 scary stories or 12 hours of scary stories, and it is quite literally something that just gets me through the day sometimes, just listening to these things. It's quite the amazing experience to listen to. So
I listened
Definitely.
to story about her name's Anise, I think, or something. This German girl in the 70s who claimed to be like possessed by demonic spirit and stuff. And like the story was told with like recordings of her like shouting when she's telling you that like Satan is inside her and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like one big detail about like the story though is that it was like right after The Exorcist had come out.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
And so the kind of psych eval was that she had mental illness issues, but she didn't want to be diagnosed with them, so she kind of like in her head constructed this whole like being possessed narrative and whatnot.
Crazy.
That was on like a horror podcast.
I love scary stories. Mr. Baldwin's really good too. I'm sure most people know who he is, but he's a narrator.
Maybe not.
as
Like
well.
one of the things
I've
about the
never heard of
internet
this
is
guy.
it's just,
I've never heard
Is
of
he
him.
related to Alec
full of-
Baldwin?
Mr. Baldwin is a narrator on YouTube. I think he's a Marine Corps veteran. There's a lot of like in-depth story recoveries and things like that, and it's really like well done. He's probably the most popular one, but the channels that I listen to, mostly just Mortis Media.
Oh,
He's a dude from the UK, and he just narrates over black screens, and it's normally like with rain sounds, and it's so freaking therapeutic. Like listening to somebody get haunted with some rain, like I can go for that.
I love recording and streaming with my windows open. I want to live somewhere that I can have like an awning over a window so I can keep the window open during the rain. Like that's just one of my favorite things. If I had like a proper balcony that was covered, I would stream on the balcony every day. Like
Oh yeah,
I love outdoor sounds like that.
for sure. I also like car YouTubes as well. Watch a lot of like a lot of
Hypno,
car.
Did you mention the black holes that you've been in?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I have not. Oh.
Go
Would
for
you
it.
like to
a lot
share?
of the stuff that I
Yeah.
usually watch on YouTube is like people making stuff.
Like what?
So there is a YouTuber out there named Michael Cthulhu who will make video game weapons, like say the big Buster sword or whatever from Final Fantasy VII. Like he makes it just out of steel and has a complete workshop. Like it's legit high quality, really heavy stuff. Like I don't know, I
Wow.
find like people making stuff like that is just really interesting.
You would like a channel called Duresta. He's a maker like that, and he's made stuff for like really popular people. Like he made a guitar that was an AK-47 shape, and he's like really hands-on type of guy. I'll have to link it to you. He's got a lot of good videos.
Yeah, it's much like Tested Adam Savage's channel. He used to do
Oh, yeah.
Mythbusters.
Yeah,
He's
yeah. Oh,
a
yeah.
maker. He's got all sorts of crazy things he does on there too.
Yeah, I watch that channel.
I realized this year that YouTube is basically the only video content that I now consume. I haven't watched Netflix. Like I just recently watched a new show on Netflix called Gentleman because it's a Guy Ritchie production, and Guy Ritchie's I'm a big fan of him. But I haven't watched Netflix in like a year before that, and
I don't know. who
YouTube
Guy
Premium
Ritchie
is like the only subscription that you need. Not sponsored, but seriously, like YouTube Premium is amazing. Like I wish YouTube Premium. I wish Google did a better job at like promoting it a little bit, you know, because the way that it works is so great. Like it actually rewards the channels that you personally watch, you know, and I think that's so cool because like you get premium and you know that when you're watching your favorite channel, like you are directly supporting them through your premium subscription. But
It's awesome.
this doesn't really ever get mentioned enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Makes
YouTube
sense.
Premium, Twitch Turbo, same kind of a thing if you watch a lot of live streams.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna ask. I think if we've gone through the whole list, I don't know if we got to Hypno or not. Or wait,
He just went.
He just went.
Yeah,
That's
just
right.
went.
Sorry, I was like, did we interrupt him or did he say it? And I'm really bad at remembering things after 2.5 hours of talking.
Hey, Ren.
straight.
Yes.
I think we already reached the bottom, right?
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
think-
is
I
this,
think
is
we're
this
doing-
as
I think
far
this
as
is
we're
it.
gonna go?
I don't know. It's up to you, man. This is.
Oh, there's still a block floater. Got it.
I mean, we could if you wanted to go down a couple more layers. I guess it's up to all of y'all.
I
Like
need to
y'all.
fix
I don't
my
care, I'm
elytra, That's
good.
what we're doing at the moment. I'm in no rush to go. I'm all set here.
Yeah.
Shall we
I'm
do
just
one
fixing
more
my
batch?
elytra at the moment.
Yeah,
is a lot of
what,
space,
What,
though.
why?
I need to
Why
I need
value
to go
is
to the
that, Ren?
end real fast.
This is 25, which feels like
Yeah.
a nice round number to get to.
Zuma,
Alright.
do you have enough diamonds for all this? You're paying by the block, right?
No, you're paying me, is what I
See
said.
what?
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
every block mined, 1 diamond. That sounds
Hang
fair.
on. Hang on.
Okay.
I would say the only other thing that I consume a lot of is Magic the Gathering VODs.
Mhm.
You know, it's game
Yep.
film, so
Yeah, I was gonna ask if anybody has any games that they really get into watching on Twitch. Since you mentioned Twitch Turbo, like, if there's any games you get really into to watch besides Minecraft? Because like I love watching pinball tournaments, and it's really neat because people that I've played with when I've traveled, like, are the ones that are like hosting and playing in these tournaments, and it's so much different than watching like like when there's a baseball game on, like, or an NBA game. I didn't go to school with any of those guys. I don't know any of those people. But like with these pinball tournaments, I'm like, oh, I played with them at that event. Oh, and they came to Nashville one time. And oh, hey, that's actually somebody from Nashville who I play with every week who's up there. Oh, that's so cool. Like, it's just, I don't know. I get excited watching other games besides just Minecraft like that.
I watch.
I like watching.
Go ahead.
I like watching high skilled They Are Billions runs.
What's that? I've never heard of this
Ooh,
game.
that
Oh, the
you
zombie game?
streamed that
Yep.
game like some years ago, and it kind of caught my attention. I always wanted to give it a try, but
It's amazing. It's the
Does seem
most
cool.
incredible RTS survival game ever made. But it's ridiculously hard and unforgiving. And there's obviously, when you provide a game like this to humanity, like people will solve it, right? And
yeah.
and make and like do incredible things with it. It's an
Has
amazing
it been,
game.
air
Like,
quotes, solved? Is it like people have figured it out, or
yeah, like the developers have to keep making it harder.
wow?
And where it's at the moment is it's impossible for like any normal person to finish the like nightmare level runs of it. But it's an incredible game. If you guys have never tried it, you will all love it.
You said it's
I
called
think
They
I
Are
saw you play
Billions,
that one
or
time
They Are Millions? What was
on
it again?
stream.
They are billions, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ren.
The idea is like a post-apocalyptic world, and you build up it like an RTS game, like Command and Conquer or StarCraft or whatever. Like you make your base, and then every 7 days, like a horde will attack you. So you have to
Nice.
keep developing your defenses. It's like a tower defense, but
Nice.
you make a base.
Oh, I think I've seen something like this. Okay, yeah, that sounds really
It's
cool.
awesome. It's got such awesome vibes, awesome graphics, awesome music. Like it's just a wonderful game.
I like obviously I like watching Minecraft, but Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 100% speedruns is my gig. That and Minecraft speedruns.
Yeah, Minecraft speedruns. I watch a lot of those. A lot of those guys.
Yeah, those are
I've
fun.
realized that my body wants to get away from the computer.
Mm-hmm.
I get like this
Yeah.
after a few hours, and it just kind of hit me. So, like, I don't want to leave because you guys are here helping. So I think I'm just gonna end my stream, take a little break, and then come back.
Sounds
So,
good.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
We're
Still
happy
gonna
to
Almost
help
help
done
you
as long as
anyways.
you
I
need.
think we're just
Yeah.
doing this one last layer anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it won't be long, but I just need
Yeah.
a break. I realize.
sounds good, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you
Sounds
so
good,
much
man.
for helping out. I
No
appreciate
problem.
it.
Gladly.
Cheers, X.
I won't be gone long.
I normally just I watch Feinberg a lot. He's on late when I'm done streaming, so
Yeah, he's
and
always always
he's
live.
so freaking cracked at all advancements. Like broke his own world record like 15 times at this point, or 28
Yeah, it's-
times or whatever. But
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
did you see their Blazing Caves run through the HPG?
I saw part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That's a really awesome data pack that they have with all those extra
Ooh.
advancements and stuff.
We use that on my patron server, and they
Oh, do you?
always race. Like I think there's one of my
Oh, that's
head
cool.
mods has like 800 achievements right now. So
Oh, nice. Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I also watch a lot of StarCraft Brood War,
That's cool.
which is amazing.
I like watching competitive StarCraft 2 like VODs that people commentate.
Yep,
Those are pretty
StarCraft 2 is
cool.
good too.
Yeah.
StarCraft Brood Wars is like, I don't know how to explain this. The
best
only way
game
that I can
ever?
explain this is like StarCraft 2 is like checkers, and StarCraft Brood Wars is like chess.
Yeah.
They are both require incredible skill to be good at, but because StarCraft Brood Wars has been competitive, you played for like 25 years, it's been solved in the most interesting of ways, right? A little bit like chess, not mechanically speaking, but because all of the timings and the strategies have been basically figured out, the way that you get edges over your competitors in Brood War is by like tweaking a build in a bad way, because it throws the timing off for the opponent, right? So
wow.
instead of like getting your units out at the right time, you get them out at the wrong time, which puts you at a disadvantage and a potential risk of losing. But it is enough information, or it's enough like false information to potentially throw your opponent off and make them build something different. That you
So
can
it's like rock, paper, scissors kind of thing at this point, where they think you're going to throw
Yes.
rock, so you throw paper or something.
Precisely,
Wow.
precisely,
That's
and
wild, man.
it's absolutely wild to watch. It's so awesome, and I would highly recommend
not
the
work.
ASL
Don't-
English channel on YouTube, which is Artosis and Tasteless, who have been doing this like their whole lives. They left America, moved to Korea like 20 years ago to pursue Brood Wars, and
That's
it is
awesome.
their life that they have dedicated their hearts and souls to it. And if you ever want to get into Brood Wars, that's where you start. And
Wild, man.
it's awesome.
Ren. Protoss,
Yes, sir.
Terran, or Zerg?
I was always a Zerg player when I used
Okay.
to play,
Okay.
but I always back the Protoss players because they've had it so
Okay.
rough.
Yeah.
They've always had it
whenever I
rough.
played, it's always been Protoss. So
Yep. Protoss is, because it's the strongest race. Like it got. I don't know. It's not as powerful. So it's pretty difficult to do well as Protoss, but it's because they have a very weak early game because their late game units are so powerful. And so in a competitive setting, they've always struggled in the early game.
with the other units and things like that, you got like Zerglings and Banglings and
Yeah, man.
and Marines and Protoss. Like they have those a lot, but you can't really match the other powers, right? So
Yep,
it totally
yep,
makes sense. But
No, Brood Wars is fascinating. It's very similar to like sports in the US also, where you'll have like quarterbacks, right, that are competing with each other or whatever over the course of the year. You know, you might have one quarterback doing really well, or two quarterbacks like doing really well in a season, and they're kind of like competing, you know, but not just from like winning games, but also from stats and sponsorships, stuff like this, right? You have the same sort of vibes in StarCraft where you'll have like 2 or 3 players that are dominating a season, and you know, whenever they go to the tournaments, like, you know, people are going crazy, like you know, losing their minds where they see them. They're like massive celebrities in Korea.
oh yeah, that's awesome.
And so when they come together for like a battle, it is just so intense. Like you can feel the intensity. These two nerds are like coming to destroy each other, you know, like not only in the game, but they want to destroy each other's souls so that they can like dominate and take over the whole thing, you know? Oh man, it's just so awesome.
So they can be the ones to type easy in chat. There was I think it was like a Dota 2 tournament. It was like $1 million tournament. The team, they beat the living crap out of the other team that they were playing. The guy goes on Twitter immediately. That was easy.
Wow.
Like,
that's
wow.
that's so rude though.
So
Yeah.
bad sportsmanship.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely,
That's
yeah.
terrible.
So I know some StarCraft players that used to be that salty, especially Hydra.
Yeah,
Or
I remember Hydra.
Yeah, dude was so toxic.
Yeah, Hydra, yeah.
I don't
No,
know
it's
whatever
great. Like
happened
I
to
don't
them.
watch any sport. Like,
1, 2,
because
3,
it's not because
4,
I don't
5,
like sport.
6, 7, 8, 9,
I used to watch sport and I used to love it. But the problem is to really enjoy sport, you got to dedicate quite a lot of time to it. You know, like
Yeah.
weekly time. And I decided if I'm going to dedicate my time to something competitive, it's going to be Magic and
Oh, yeah.
StarCraft, which is
Oh,
like literally the opposite of sports.
I do both. But instead of focusing on any popular sports team, it's just my nephew's sports. So whatever he's playing, I'm all in. Help
Well, that's
coach
really
baseball,
great, though.
Yeah, that's
fundraise
cool.
for the football team, everything.
Nice.
So
I always wanted to try American football, but never get a chance because I played rugby for quite a long time, and
Yeah.
I used to very
Well,
much enjoy battering people on the field.
yeah,
Like, I think I was talking about this in my last stream. Like there's very little. There's very little that I have felt less satisfying than running at full speed at someone holding a ball
yeah.
and smashing into them to get the ball. And maybe
if
this
you
says something
can-
about my character, but I really enjoyed this sort of violence.
Can you
This
ice
violent
skate?
side of rugby.
Because I would
If you-
love to get a bunch of the hermits together like if we could rent a skating rink and have like Tango like coach us in hockey. That would be just Tango trying to teach us to play hockey. I think could be the greatest HermitCraft video ever.
That would be amazing.
If you,
I would love
if,
to play some hockey.
If
yeah.
you can handle rugby, American football would be a breeze because they got pads and rugby doesn't. So
Yeah, but I remember speaking to an American football player about this. That is not entirely true. The padding makes you hit each other harder
I suppose.
because there's less fear involved, for injury, so to speak. Plus,
Yeah.
you take the top of a helmet to the bottom of your chin, you're not waking up for 5 days.
Oh yeah.
The human
Luckily-
body is like quite squishy. A helmet is not squishy.
Yeah, it makes
But
sense.
both of these sports are obviously extremely brutal.
Oh
And,
yeah.
Actually,
I never played American football, just baseball.
we
and golf.
played like not in high school, in middle school at lunch every day, but it was like just flag football. It wasn't tackle.
I mean,
What is
or-
flag
I've
football?
never.
That's
Same thing
where-
as American football, but if you have like you put flags on your person, and they
yeah,
have
like
to
they have to
pull
grab
one
a
to
flag
tackle
off
you.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah, it's like or two hand
it's like
touch.
tag.
Yeah,
like
two-hand
tag.
touch is another kind of, safer playground variant,
Yeah, that makes any sense. Yeah, never played organized football, just baseball and a lot of it.
Yeah, baseball's pretty cool. It's a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
like cricket.
A little bit.
As in, like, super boring, takes
Oh, yeah.
forever. But
You
if
gotta-
you
Gotta
like
have
it, you really like
appreciation
it.
for the game, right? Yeah.
Yep,
So,
yep, yep.
A lot of people like a lot of different things, and that's perfectly fine. I want people to be enthusiastic about what they like. Just the same, a lot of people look down on certain jobs. I don't care what you do for your life or what you work or what you enjoy. If you are enthusiastic about what you are doing, then I am a fan of you. That's all that matters to me.
Hello.
Welcome back,
Hey,
X.
X, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Ace.
Thanks. While I was gone, I was thinking about that rabbit hole question you asked, Ren. Excuse me.
And
I got a great one actually. A while back, I started listening to this podcast called Darknet Diaries, I think it's called. And these stories that this guy tells usually he brings the people who are involved in them on are just so fascinating. But he goes into the world of dark web hackers and security exploit people.
a white gentleman
people
that's pretty
called-
skinny. Is that who you're talking about? That guy that was on the interview, hacking his internet while he was live?
No, it's just a podcast. I don't know what the guy looks like.
I'll have to link you to an interview of this guy that does the same stuff, but he does it like he's a white hat hacker, so he does for good.
Yeah,
It's
so
really
this guy talks to white hat, grey hat, black hat, red hat I think they call them actually. Like he'll talk to anyone. Like he talks to criminals who have dealt drugs using the dark net, and they talk about how it's all done and stuff. And there are just these wild stories about what hackers get up to and stuff. And yeah, I went deep down that rabbit hole. I've listened to most of the episodes on it. One of my favorite stories though was these group of teenage hackers playing Xbox 360 back in the day, and just out of boredom and curiosity, they kind of found their way into the back end of all the developer stuff that the Xbox 360 devs used, and they were actually lifting games out of the back end over the internet before they had been finished, and leaking them and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And this was when security was I guess a lot security's a lot stronger today, right? Yeah, this group of teenagers just getting games in advance months before they come out and stuff.
Dude,
Back in the Xbox network.
Was that the group of teenagers that discovered the FIFA coin hack?
I think that's probably a newer thing.
Well, what happened was they realized if you played a certain amount of games a day, you were like you did something within FIFA, you got like these gold coins, and
I've heard this one as well.
yeah.
I've heard.
So they
yeah.
wrote these bots to play the game to do it as fast as humanly possible, then sold the coins. But some people from that group were doing what you mentioned, and then one guy went as far as to he actually just like walked in Microsoft and took a prototype.
Yep.
So
Yeah, that's the same story. Yeah, I was just thinking it as you said it. I was like,
Yep.
yeah, and the guy like literally found his way into the building and stuff.
just
Yeah,
walked right in. So
such an amazing story. And like he found the actual people, like the teenage. Well, they're not anymore.
and
And
it's,
some of them have been to jail, but he like brought them on his show and everything.
oh, and I don't think they were hacking the normal Xbox, because there's like a developer Xbox that's like really hard to get your hands on. I think that's the same thing, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. It's coming back to me
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
Yep.
they used to get their hands on them and like share them,
Yep.
and people would ask them and stuff.
Because it had like all the developer backend stuff to develop games on it, and it would allow them to connect to Microsoft's like private network, and they would just get the games like that. So I seen that too.
Yeah. You know, the Cobb mentioned video essays earlier. There's also like a lot of video essays on these topics, and some that I were watching recently were sort of retelling these stories. You know, they were basically like listening to his podcast and then making a video out of it. You know,
Mhm.
sort of retelling the same stories, but yeah, it's really fascinating stuff. Some of my
that's,
favorite stories are the penetration testers, people who like try and break into buildings. So they get hired to like test security, and they've got all these crazy like methods and tricks and like social engineering skills to like beat security and get into like places they're not supposed to go.
Yeah, that's that Xbox one was really fascinating, about the dude that like ringlet it all, and like how he like fled the country and then got caught by the government and everything. Like I was so I just love that one.
Yeah, where did you hear that one?
It's on some random YouTube channel. It was like recommended, or it was like a documentary type of thing that I
It's
watched.
a really good story.
Yeah, good stuff.
Pretty close to done here, guys.
Yeah, are we doing underneath of the farm over there? Because I just kind of realized that we missed all of that.
I could probably tidy that up
Okay, cool.
later if you want.
Yeah, no problem. I just realized that we had missed like a huge chunk of it. So
This whole talking about hackers makes me think about the first time that I saw the movie Hackers, and it made me want to be a hacker so bad that I spent
You
a
go
ton
buy a
of
trench
time.
coat.
I probably I got Doc Martens, and like
Did you
I
pick
put,
a cool hacker name?
yeah, I picked like a sweet hacker name.
Nice.
And
nice.
I taught myself like how to be really good at DOS. Taught myself all the commands, like, and
Did you
I
say
remember
I'm in a lot?
going to like computer science at school, and
nice.
everybody's on Windows, and I'm like, nah, I'm not using Windows for today's class. I'm gonna use DOS, and I just like load up command prompt and just be firing through DOS, like feeling like I was hacking,
It's basically hacking.
Yeah, I was so
I
inspired
did some
though.
stuff
It
like
was so
that
cool.
at school. Like, it wasn't like really serious, trying to be smart hacking. But like, me and my mates used to like prod around our computer network and stuff on the school, and we like found out how to connect to like the reception computer and activate that and do a bunch of weird stuff. But
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah,
say,
hackers was
school
also-
IT workers are the most underpaid people. Like, you've got like 500 antagonists on your own network constantly trying to break things, and you're paid on a public school salary. It's like, oh my god.
It's very true.
like, yeah,
Very true.
yeah.
Hackers was also the first time that I fell in love. Angelina Jolie. Oh my god, she was so hot in this movie.
First love was Topanga, Boy Meets World.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
There was a friend of mine who on the school network found out that like somehow all the school's computers were like connected, and he found like a vulnerability in it. So he made it one time that everybody's computer, like their CD-ROM drive, on the network, all basically got ejected at one time
Oh my god, that's
across
amazing.
the entire district.
Wow.
Districts.
So-
Whoa.
So it was like I would say probably like at least 1,000 computers connected that all opened the CD-ROM drive at one time if it was on and connected to the web.
Wow.
When you think about how many computers there are in the world, right? Like a lot of CD drives get opened at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
wonder if in that moment that was the most ever at the same time.
It was kind of
Probably.
legendary, but then he got he got so
Oh, he got in a lot of trouble probably.
we thought he was gonna get like expelled, right? Because this is like, even
For
like
opening
the
a disk
like
drive.
the superintendent and like the principal and all these people like got their CD-ROM drives ejected like multiple times in the same day.
That's hilarious.
So he got called up to a like meeting with the higher ups, like with the head IT people who were like, yeah, this is they were like, yeah, it's a vulnerability you discovered. Thanks for letting us know about it, but don't do it again, right?
Okay.
Because you had to like he had to like write a few lines of code for it. Like it was not like something that anybody could just do, but they couldn't really fix it very fast, so they had to just be like, hey, we know you can do this, don't do it again. Otherwise we actually you'll have real consequences. But then he got
That's
off scot-free
amazing.
pretty much. So
That's dude had to have been a school legend at that point.
it was legendary. Yeah,
That's amazing.
it was pretty cool.
I
We had-
accidentally hacked my school network and almost got expelled for it
Did you?
when I was
Really?
like 14.
Oh man.
When I say hack, I mean I guessed the password of the Norton security system.
Oh my god.
Ah.
So the
Was
the
it
IT
like a
teacher
default
was
password?
1, 2, 3,
no
4,
no
5.
the
Password
our,
one?
our computer
password was
the
password.
IT guy was like he was also the minister in the church of the school.
Jesus
and-
rocks.
It was just Jesus was the password.
Oh my god.
And I just guessed it, but he was like 27, right? And he thought that I was some sort of genius hacker because I was like 13 and I hacked into Norton, like somehow. How did I do this? And he called me to his office, like when I like I was there in the computer room alone, and he came in and saw me in the system, and I had to go see him the next day. And he was like, "Okay, listen, this is just between you and me now, off the record. I know that you didn't quote unquote hack the system, but if you could, what would you have done?" He was like trying to figure out how I hacked Norton. And I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I just can't talk about this. I think it's, I just
Can't
I
give me
just
the
guessed
secrets,
password.
man.
But this guy thought I was like some insane 14-year-old like whiz kid hacker that could hack
amazing.
Norton security.
That's cool.
That's the
But yeah.
best thing I've ever heard.
Almost got expelled for that one.
Man,
Have any of you
password
guys ever
security
been,
back in the day
um,
was like so terrible.
Have you
Yeah.
guys ever been suspended before or like expelled from school? I doubt expelled, but have you ever been suspended?
No.
I should have
No.
been multiple times.
I got in school suspension once, but that was it.
Why? What did you do?
A friend of mine, me and him were walking back from lunch, and there was a kid that we were all friends with that was walking, and we hit him with our binders, kind of playfully. He went and told the principal, like snitched, and we got in trouble. It was like so stupid. And now he, like, after that day, he like didn't have any friends because nobody would talk to him because he was like, tattletale guy. But
Wow.
I got in school suspension. I had to sit in this empty room with all these other bad kids that were like actually bad kids. And I was like,
Bad kids.
so this was middle school. This was like 7th, 8th grade. And I was like on National Honor Society and had straight A's. And I'm like the only kid in there that's like that, wasn't gonna end up in jail, I suppose. But it was kind of interesting. So, but it was like the most boring 3 days of my entire life. So,
Gotcha.
Did you learn
Yeah.
anything from it?
not to talk, don't trust tall, skinny kids. So well, that's about it. Because I thought he was my friend. We all thought it was funny, and he like was playing along, and then like I'm in class, and we got called to the principal's office.
Sounds
so-
like a case of bullying to me. I don't know.
it could have been. I don't know. This was like
Yeah,
15,
this is
20 years
classic
ago. So.
binder bullying.
Classic binder.
To be fair, I didn't even really hit him that hard. The other kid might have. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I didn't really get suspended or expelled or anything, but I used to get in trouble like basically every day in class when I was
You talked a lot, didn't you?
Oh yeah, in first through fourth, no, fifth, sixth grade. Yeah, so about 6 years, I was constantly sent out in the hallway because I was too distracting to the other students. And this was at like a Catholic school with like a nun who was the principal. And every day she'd come out and be like, "Joe, were you talking to class again?" And I was like, "Yeah." I don't know. I didn't mean to, but then I thought of this thing and I wanted to say it. And she'd be like, "Okay, see you tomorrow." But like my
That's
grades were
hilarious.
fine, and like I wasn't like doing anything mean or hurtful.
Yeah.
I just wasn't good at not talking, and now my whole job is to never stop talking. So I've leaned into it.
I
But
actually
yeah,
got really solid grades in school.
I put a kid in hospital.
Damn,
X.
jeez.
Hang on. There's
Damn,
a
dude.
very important follow-up to this.
no, I think
without
we just leave it
touching them.
there.
Yeah, we just leave it right like that.
Oh, okay. Fine,
Without
fair enough.
touching them, how did this happen?
Okay, so like we were friends, but like not getting along. And you know how sometimes you'll pretend to hit someone, but like not actually do it. Like I'm not a violent person, and that was about the most I could muster. So like I fainted the hit, but then I just didn't actually go through with it. And he kind of like threw himself back and fell into a bunch of chairs and ended up in hospital.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And I didn't get suspended for it.
Yeah, I never really got in trouble besides that one time. I actually had really good grades most of my school career. Like up until high school, I got straight A's. In high school, I knew I was going to community college. Didn't really bother.
Yeah, I didn't
But
want to
then
go
in
to college, so
college-
I kind of gave up in high school. I was like,
yeah.
if I get good grades, you're gonna make me go to college, and I don't want to do that.
When I went to college, I went to do architecture.
Whoa.
I was on the dean's list up until the last semester. So I was like, I was pretty good at what I was doing, but I do YouTube, so it don't matter.
There's a horse that's fallen into the tree farm up here somehow.
Oh yeah. That guy's been chilling for a while.
I love how you guys just have random animals just chilling around the area.
Yeah, there are just random animals all over the
horses.
place.
Random moles? Is that a thing? Hold on.
Are we done here, guys? What do you
I
think?
think so.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say yeah, but I've been looking at it and I'm thinking like, once we get a bunch of farms like in and around the sides here, then maybe like digging it down further and creating that layers of, oh my god, actually no,
The Big Dig
layers
2.
of black glass.
Yeah, that's
like-
gonna be the next.
Ooh, I
one.
have the
That's
black
amazing.
glass permit. Yes, I love this idea. Let's make me rich.
Will you donate the black glass?
No, that's
No,
why I
you
like
gotta
the
pay for
idea.
it.
Maybe consider light gray glass or white glass as well.
I got gray glass. Gray glass looks pretty good.
Nah, you gotta go for a
I think Ren, we're
light
gonna have
green.
to brainstorm like how
Light-
to make
light
this area
green.
look super cool.
Yeah.
Light green is the
Yeah.
play.
Now we've opened up the space. We need to figure out like what's the next move.
Yeah.
I'm thinking green terracotta. That's the play. Green terracotta.
Someone has
Not
a permit.
biased. Not biased.
Yeah.
Ren, we gotta get Big T. What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing for
Big
Big
T?
Terracotta?
Yeah,
we need
I
to get-
obtained another terracotta permit.
Oh, you did?
No, I didn't
From who?
actually. No, what am I on about?
Liar.
What did I get from you, Jevin?
How many do you guys
traded
have
something.
now?
You got glass or wool? I think it's blue wool.
Ren, how many do you guys have? You guys have like 10 or you guys have like 5?
We've got the majority now.
Okay. Yeah.
We're just
I have-
missing one from Impulse and Scar.
What
Yeah, you guys-
terracotta?
You got to try and
Yeah.
strong arm the last
I
year.
have brown terracotta.
Yeah, didn't we talk to you about it? That you're going to join?
Yeah,
up? You're
yeah,
gonna
we
join
were-
us?
I am
Jeff.
absolutely joining Big Terracotta. So
By the way,
That's
this is
right,
a.
you are.
You can load both of these spawners here.
Just as a reminder, tips are welcome via
Unfortunately, they're
PayPal.me/Joehills
zombies.
and YouTube Super Chat.
Ugh.
We are
Oh.
20 away from the next phase.
But remember, there's like a bunch of us running around.
Okay, we're gonna drop the.
We
Like,
should
we
be able
have
to
to
load
go.
both
We
of
have to
these
go.
then.
Everyone get as far away from Ren. He smells bad. So get away.
Yeah, get
What
away
is
from
it?
hey,
it.
that's
smell,
that's
jeez.
Hypno's job.
Hey,
Oh, you can't load them. Oh, that's annoying.
You go.
They're like one block too far apart.
I
Break
thought
one
I
of
found a double
Yeah,
skelly
that's sad.
spawner earlier in the season, and I was using free cam to like see the particle effects, but it works different with
Ellen.
free cam.
busted.
I'm
Free cam.
telling.
Busted.
Without using free cam yesterday, it was kind of interesting to find the ancient cities. So I just went on chunk base, found the cords, and literally dug straight into them. It was kind of
You
sketchy,
might as
but
well
also
use
kind of
Freak Out.
fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you're using third-party tools like that to find it,
I see what you
jeez.
mean, Jevin. Now though, like it's like if there were like a pretty fun way to do it
I
in
would totally
vanilla,
use it.
you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
You can basically
So-
do it in vanilla. I mean,
Just go to a mountain and dig like an extra 80 blocks and all the way
well,
down.
you
and
can
see if you find
can
one.
kind of see like the structure above on the surface, like how it like needs the extra like 25, 30 blocks. You can kind of identify it. I've found at least.
really, what's
Yeah.
the feature on the surface that you?
Make a
You gotta-
tutorial, Cub.
You gotta. I actually have thought about it. Yeah, people asked me about it when I talked about it. I think I showed it last season, but you have to like look for basically like any sort of like big cliffs that look out of place
Huh.
in like mountains. It's subtle, but usually you'll find a ancient city underneath there.
Interesting.
Fine. We can bring through shulker boxes there.
Like not every single time, but I would say more than half the time.
What is it that
Find it.
causes it to do that then?
Just the extra space.
It
not
needs
sure
extra
exactly
what
space,
it
so
is,
it
but-
like generates.
So I mean, if you have
something
the
above it.
like the ancient cities have height, right? Like they have a certain height, which would push the corresponding terrain above it up, basically.
But that doesn't happen with any other structure in the game. Like,
Because they ain't getting good. That's why.
I don't know if it's actually like a thing that's intended, but you can, like I said, you can kind of like suss out where they're more than likely to be.
I remember a while ago the abandoned mine shafts used to leave like air pockets in oceans, so maybe that's kind of the same deal or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't work 100% of the time, but if you find the deep dark, you can also usually find a.
But when it
ancient
does
city.
work, it works 100% of the time, right?
Yeah, that's true.
60% of the time, 100% of the time.
So I heard we were getting paid for this.
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
took
yeah,
all
yeah.
the.
We
I
haven't
took all the
finished. We
coal.
got a wall to build over here. Come on, slackers. Jeez.
Okay, hold on.
Well,
I need
just-
you
I mean-
guys to come over here real fast and set your spawns, because my payment is a payment in blood. So
Oh, Ren Dog
yeah,
and Azuma.
yeah.
I got 106 levels, man. I can't
Uh,
die.
not for
those-
long.
Those levels are
spend 'em.
gone, boss.
You should
They're
have
just
thought of that
romantic.
before you asked for help digging a hole, buddy.
Right? And then you asked the guy who has the head permit
It's over.
if you need
Oh,
help.
dear.
So
I need to
Alright.
get
fair
everyone's
enough.
heads on the start of the leaderboard.
Well,
you
then
just
you need to
kill
buy
each
them
of
from
you once,
Jeff.
then we'll be fine. But
Yeah, Jeff has
Oh,
all the heads.
Me
Yeah.
and Jeff have been chatting about like
yeah, we have a
but-
plan, man.
But if we don't figure something
Oh.
out, like
Yeah.
I think what I proposed though, Jeff, is just like a,
Yeah, I
kinda
think
like
that
a
last
great
message
solution.
you sent would work
So
pretty
1,
well.
2, 3,
I
4.
think,
Yes. Yeah,
because you know, I don't think that a lot of them are gonna put them in there. So
Well, we'll,
Oh,
we'll,
my
we'll, we'll
elytra.
figure it out like off camera. But yeah, we got a cool idea.
Come on.
definitely
Nice.
Why did I come back over here? Oh yeah, to
set
get
your
stone
spawns so
block.
I can kill you.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh, I'm 100% killing you.
Dang it.
Friend,
Go
you
on.
ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you.
Take my
Rip.
soul.
Rip.
Azuma.
Hang on.
Azuma.
Hey, Hypno, you want to set your spawn real fast, dude?
Nope.
I already killed Joe, so can't kill
Yep,
him
I'm
again.
good.
Oh, do you need my helm or my head for something? Do you actually need it?
I mean, eventually I'm gonna want to collect them all, but it doesn't have to be right now. We can figure out
It
something
can
fun
be.
to do.
You can do it. That's
Are
fine.
we
I'll
hitting
say.
the
I mean,
mob
put some
cap
stuff
or
away.
something? What is going on here? I'm trying to get these zombies to spawn so I can fix my elytra. Oh, there's one.
Oh, it might be the torches.
What is happening?
No, it's pretty dark over there.
Yeah, I've been punching the torches out.
There's a zombie up on the farm up there, walking around with a block in his hand.
Well, I
Basics so
can't get up
different
there
when-
because I
when
don't have an
your,
elytra. So.
Night vision wears off.
Let me fix these.
Oh my
Thank you.
goodness, murder!
Thank you.
Oh, I
X.
missed the murder.
X, you're up here, right?
I keep thinking I'm
missed the murder.
streaming. Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Did you set your spawn over there?
Wait, we want to see the murder.
Come up top.
Yeah,
come
wait.
up top.
You want to see it?
Are they
Yeah, let's
spawning
go down
low?
below. Ah!
No.
That's one way to get
That
there.
was stupid.
That was stupid.
Ah!
Friend! Oh, he pressed spacebar in time. Those golden boots wouldn't have saved you.
No.
Go on, Jevin.
Where are you at? Oh,
Come
Well,
up here.
if I hit you off the edge, will it give me a head?
Ah,
Dunno.
don't say
Oh,
that.
dang it! It didn't work.
I'll come
Not
down.
close enough.
Jev, I'm up here.
I swear,
We're
X,
doing
I'm gonna
great.
come and kill you, bud. Where'd you?
Not if
Where'd
I
you?
fall
run?
off the edge
I see
first.
what I see what
Ah!
you're doing.
This is day after tomorrow business happening here.
Wait, you follow. Oh, now you're gonna get me.
But dude,
Wait, Ren got me. Ren got me. Come on, Jevin. Come on, you're a pro.
Fine.
Look at that netherite sword.
I'm gonna see if I can shoot him on the way down.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, he missed it. He missed. Oh, I think he
There
got
we
me.
go.
That might actually kill you from that one. Yeah. I wonder if
There
it
we
gave
go.
a head
Okay,
for that one.
It
Oh,
did.
it's down there.
I
Yeah,
think it
let's
did,
go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh.
amazing.
I shall
Do
mount
you know?
your
Can you
head
punch me?
my-
Punch me. Oh.
in my hut, Azuma.
I wouldn't mind actually if someone could kill me again. In fact, you can kill me a bunch of times, and then we can get like a few of them.
Cool.
But I could do with one for my leaderboard.
Did I get you?
Hey.
Oh,
Thank you.
Because I have 3 right now. One more.
Awesome.
one more. One more.
And
You'll
there you
discover
go.
that one
Thank
day,
you.
chat.
Thank you.
It's the long con.
So Cub, what's up, man? Where you at?
Jevin is just on a killing spree right now.
I think Cub left.
Oh, he's muted. He's streaming, by the way. Ren, I tried to raid you earlier, and it just wouldn't let me.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
did
like
it
you
just
cannot.
if
You cannot
anybody's
raid,
enjoyed
you know,
this,
Rendog at the time.
If
I
anybody's
was like,
enjoyed
Why?
this
Oh, I'll try
3-hour
Cup then,
stream
and
so
then it
far,
works
That's
on
weird,
Cup.
tips
yeah.
are welcome via
Dude,
paypal.me/Joehills and YouTube.
Twitch has
Super
been
Chat.
like this for like quite a while, maybe like 6 months, where
Yeah.
sometimes you just try and raid someone, and it tells you can't. And it's like, oh, I guess it's
Yeah.
not working
Weird.
today.
Yeah.
The thing that I've noticed is, I guess it would be for Joe, a question for Joe. Do you
Mhm.
change your stream maturity thing a lot?
I
Like
used to have
for
it.
mature audience?
I used to have it set to mature audiences when I was
Oh.
reading Dracula, and then they changed how the mature audience option works, and it went away. So maybe it's
Oh, I
just like
see.
stuck that way somehow behind the
Yeah.
scenes, and I can never change
It
it
could
again.
be. Yeah, because it's been on and off like a few times. Like it's been back and forth. I don't really know.
Well, yeah, because I was reading Dracula, which is like a story about
Hmm.
murdering people, and yeah.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to Dracula.
About eating people too,
Mhm.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood transfusions.
Cub, are you going to be streaming some more?
Yes.
Or are you guys going
Oh,
to carry
Cub's
on
been
streaming?
muted. He
Cub's
left.
muted.
Cub's muted.
He's
left.
not even in the group. He left.
Bro, he just dipped out. Wow.
Yeah. What a guy.
Is he even
Wow.
live?
Let's go over to his base and murder him. That'll teach him.
Murder. Okay.
Murder.
I love how you guys built this tree and
Yeah,
then
he's in his base, so he's
just
down.
didn't remove any of the stone bricks at all. But that's for.
Oh, they're
We're
they're
getting
there
there.
to like place.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
wood on and
saying. It's just kind of funny that you didn't remove them as you were building.
One thing at a time, innit?
Yeah, there's still a
Yeah.
lot more to do out here.
Okay, we're gonna put that away. Put that away. Put that away. That away. That away. That away.
Where's everybody going? Cub's place or what?
But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to call it for my stream. Where
Yeah,
should
me
I
too.
send everybody? Joe,
I'm-
are you still?
I'm gonna have to make my kid dinner in like 15 minutes, so I'm about to wrap up.
I'd say probably Cub then.
All right,
Oops.
all right. I'm just going to say goodbye to everybody.
Should we
Yeah,
actually go to his
um,
base and like raid him that way?
All of us? Or
Maybe. I'm not streaming, so
I'm not streaming either.
yeah.
Oh yeah, good point.
Well, fellas, it's been fun. Look forward to hanging out with you guys some more.
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure, man.
So
Yeah,
See you guys
absolutely.
soon.
Definitely.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah,
Bye,
take care,
Jeff.
everybody.
Bye, chat.
Okay, we're gonna get all the designated stone boxes here out. Of course, I'm realizing. Let's leave the group. Hey, thank you for the raid. A new Wanlu was here. Yeah, if every we have been streaming for 3 hours. This was a bonus stream. If this is the sort of thing you enjoy, the best way to support the show is via tipping. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joehills and YouTube Super Chat. This was a lot of fun hanging out with everyone today. Hope you all enjoyed it too. Let's see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I really should figure out. So that's 7. This is going to be 8, 9, 10. Let's move these down here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We can almost fit all of this in our inventory because we have 2 spots open in one of these boxes. No, we don't. Dang it. Oh, because I already moved stuff into the other one. We can put this in our offhand. And, okay, you know what? What if we leave the extra fireworks boxes here? Or we throw away the gravel. Let's look at what's in this box. What can we throw away? We can throw away the gravel and the coal. And then move the shovel and that in there. Okay, so, whoops, coal and gravel can go away again. So now we are up to, we've got 4 slots open. That's not great. That's not great. We can do this, though. I think. Okay, we're gonna toss one more thing. Well, let's grab this stack of fireworks there. Put the axe in there. So we're up to 4. Let's maybe swap that out for 3 and then zombie flesh. Boom. Next problem. Okay, so now we have everything we need here. Bum, bum, bum. So premium low flyer. Then we pick up that box. Now we've got premium high flyer. Then we've got 7 times 3. That's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so we've got 30 more boxes of etho. I've got another 30 boxes of stone for you. Gonna leave those by the shop. Okay, so we're gonna maybe switch to recording mode before we fly over there, just in case Etho is, what do you call it, around. Yeah, no rush. No rush. Okay. Yep, we're reading Moby Dick tonight at 8:30 U.S. Central Time. Boy, this thing is loud. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. This is... So, in the last 2 days, I've given Etho another 60 boxes, which is another 120 diamonds he's going to owe me. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just harvest this real quick. Okay. Uh-oh. That was the premium low flyer box. We want that one back. So premium high flyer and premium low flyer are going there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we've added a nice little underline here. We got our boxes back. Let's go ahead back to over here, and we are going to grab... we're going to put that in our offhand real quick. We can consolidate... Is there a workbench over here? Yeah, there's a workbench over here. We can consolidate these into more bread for our offhand. And we're going to toss that and that. on the ground disrespectfully in front of Cleo's shop. Okay, and then we are going to grab 30 more of the shulkers. The ones from Etho. Oh no, I don't have the Silk Touch. It's fine. Whatever. Okay, so how many is this? This is another... Oh, that's not the full 30. That is 25. Another 25 shulkers that we can fill for Etho. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. We can go back over to our little bed. Etho has the stone permit, yeah. We are paying, or Etho is paying me 2 diamonds for each box of stone that I leave. And he's providing me with shulkers to fill in for that purpose. Bum, bum, bum. Yep, I'm wholesaling here. See? It's looking good. Fireworks. Yeah, look at that. How many shulkers have I provided so far? 55 in the first batch, then 2 batches of 30 each. So what is that? 115 maybe? Oh, we got a great Scar. Howdy, Scar. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so we are going to go and let's log out over on top of our little thing here, so we're all set up for Moby Dick. Oh no, the elytra's broken. Oh, we gotta fix the pickaxes and stuff too before Moby Dick. Okay. Yeah. Let's find which one has the other pickaxe in it and the mending gear that we need to pull out. Okay. Bum bum bum. Nom 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 nom. Nami nom 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 nom. Okay, so we set our spawn, so we won't be taken back here. Okay, flying over there. And the elytra ran out. But that's okay, we almost made it all the way. Okay. Yeah, if you say that you're under 13 in chat, YouTube and Twitch both require that we immediately ban you. You are not allowed to be under 13, and we are not allowed to figure out if you're lying. We just have to assume you're telling the truth and immediately ban you. I'm going to recommend against that. Don't say that you're under... Sorry, if you're under 13, we have to immediately ban you. It's a whole thing. Okay. Was that a leather cap in the ender chest? Probably. Oh, we are almost ready to knock out the end of the stream. Dee-dee-dee. Actually, I should put this on so it fixes. We'll put that in our offhand. And then while this goes, I'm going to go figure out what's going on in the rest of the world. Okay. Let's see here. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Well, it looks like Flipside Memphis is having a Jaws launch party.
All the time.
Why don't we go ahead and /raid Flipside Memphis? When you get over there, our raid message is howdy y'all, Joehills raid here. And thank y'all so much for hanging out today. I had a good time palling around with Asuma, Ren, Jev, Hip, and Wells, and getting that big hole dug. Hope y'all did too. Until next time, y'all, this is Joehills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.